Okay, I got it. It's going.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn
So
this
right
down a
now
little
we're
bit.
actually battling the big cheese,
Okay, that's not important.
and we were talking about Destiny.
Anyways, yeah, we were talking about MMOs in general and Destiny and all that kind of stuff.
Bungie, Activision, like, and Blizzard are just like dog shit companies right now. I think mostly because of Activision.
It's
And
all
I think
Activision.
Destiny 1 and 2.
No, I think it's all Blizzard.
Wait, Blizzard?
what
When
do
did
you mean?
Blizzard come into
Activision
this?
that owns Blizzard,
both
man.
Suck balls, man.
Yeah, but I think
Blizzard was such a great company for so long.
Yeah, it was
Until
with
they-
StarCraft
until
2 and
then,
everything.
Yeah.
I
Until
don't
they
think it was
until they
Blizzard.
combined with Activision.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Activision, like they don't technically like
Such
control
a shit
Blizzard.
fucking company.
That's the thing. They don't technically control Blizzard, but Activision has certain higher ups that are now working at Blizzard. So
Yeah.
it's basically the same fucking thing.
They give
It's
me a
just a little
different
fucking
QTE that
puppet
time.
company now, and it's so fucking frustrating.
But man, how far Bungie has fallen, man. Just under Activision. But it's mainly Activision's fault because of all the deadlines that they gave Bungie
Right?
and everything. They were
And
really
it's like, it
controlling
also
on the whole
didn't help
project.
too. For Destiny 2, I remember seeing a thing where at one point they had to leave. They would make a change to a map, and they would have to re-render everything overnight. because
No,
the
you know what
engine
they
was
had
so
to do? They had to drop half the project and remake it,
Yeah.
like all within the same deadline, just because
Exactly.
Activision didn't like the way it was going,
And
because
their
Bungie was doing
engine
their own
so
thing.
Shit that they would have to leave shit going on overnight once
Exactly.
they made a slight change.
Dude,
I
honestly,
think
I
like
just
so
wish
many
every
things
game.
fucked them over.
wait, but
I wish-
who bought who?
Activision bought
Activision
Blizzard,
bought Bungie.
man,
Or
and
Blizzard.
Bungie.
Oh,
Blizzard, yeah.
Activision bought Blizzard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Why do you
Why
think
would-
fucking Call of Duty and shit are on the
I know,
Battlefront?
but like, I didn't know who bought
I
it.
have not opened
No,
Battle.net
talking about
in
Braeden.
ages.
You didn't know like anything about it.
I haven't opened Battle.net in ages. When was the
Oh,
last
yeah.
time I
I
played
know
Battle.net?
how one company had enough money to buy the other,
Had enough what, sorry?
enough money to buy the other one. They're both
What do you mean it's Activision? Like,
yeah, but Blizzard's such a big company by itself.
Yeah, but Blizzard, like,
yeah, but not as
Like,
big as Activision is what
yeah.
I'm trying to say.
because Activision would do like yearly releases of full price games.
Bruh,
and
like
Blizzard
Call
has
of
like
Duty, man.
7 main games. Yeah.
Like if I look up Activision, like on Wikipedia, they're gonna have like over 100 games, easy. And they're a publisher too. They're the ones that make the big money. They're not the
Yeah.
devs. Devs get paid to make their game, and then that's it.
Exactly.
All the actual like fucking money goes to the publishers.
Yeah,
And
plus,
by
like,
the way, Activision's been around since the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Transformers, X-Men, Spider-Man, Call of Duty series, like they own Call of Duty.
Yeah. They made a lot of money off of that
Wolfenstein.
stuff.
They owned from 2003 to 2009.
They own Wolfenstein.
Yep, they
Yep.
did Doom 3.
damn.
Marvel Spyro since 2008. Crash Bandicoots.
Like, they're a monopoly.
Yeah,
The problem
no,
is they're
Yeah.
so big and dumbass kids keep buying their
Yep.
shitty games
Exactly.
so they can keep making dumpster
Yep,
fires.
Easton's
and
one of
they'll
those
keep getting
dumbass
killed.
kids because he bought
What?
Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
Okay, but that was actually a
Fuck
good
you.
game, man. That was a good game.
The game was a masterpiece,
Hawk?
man.
Dude,
I
the
thought
Tony
that
Hawk
game was
games
Tony Hawk
actually
game?
good stuff.
Kino.
Huh?
Sekiro?
Or no, whoever makes Souls.
It was published
Yeah.
by Activision.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, Miyazaki actually doesn't get fucking bossed around, and Fromsoftware didn't get bossed around
Yeah.
by Activision.
They have such a good reputation, you know, you can't really boss them around.
It's
Like-
just
And that's the
companies
thing.
companies let themselves get bossed around.
Yeah.
'Cause they're the
There are
smaller
certain
guy.
companies that like have actually kept their shit.
Exactly, yeah.
That's even
For
with
example,
like,
Capcom is on like this revival wave of actually making good shit again.
Yeah. By the way, Infinity Ward, also Activision.
But yeah,
That's
it's Call
Call
of Duty.
Activision.
yeah,
All
no,
the
like
Call
this
of
is
Duty shit is.
this is how like Blizzard does have a giant income stream, but they also have like 7 or 8 main games. While Activision, like, not only do they have these
No,
giant
Activision-
things that come out yearly.
Activision owns so much more than Blizzard,
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
which
It's
is
just
why
like-
they just absorbed them.
It's apples to oranges here, because like
And also,
Blizzard,
by the way, the way that it works, it's not even like they don't have to have more money than Blizzard. They just have to have enough shares,
Exactly, yeah.
right? So they could just be buying like a bunch of shares over a couple of years and finally get one big purchase that sends them over the tipping point to have the majority. And then that's it. They own the company. Like it doesn't even have to be like, oh, let's just buy half this company right now. Total War, by the way. Activision.
Hey Easton,
Yo,
guess what time it is?
what time
The
is it?
duel.
Ahoy.
Oh, you can't say that.
Oh.
We're doing a podcast.
God.
Someone mark
You have to
it.
bleep
Someone
it.
mark it.
You have to bleep it. You
Just
have
go
to
to
mark
where
it,
I'm
man.
fighting the big cheese in the edit.
Yeah, the big cheese.
Do the part where he climbs the ladder. for the
Yeah,
picture.
climbs the ladder.
He's climbed the ladder like 7 times now.
No,
No.
he doesn't. He's
I've only climbed it
surprised
once. Yeah.
Oh.
Yo,
my
what's up,
bad.
guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't say anything bad.
We're doing a podcast.
We're doing a podcast. We're doing it.
Yeah, this is the podcast.
Oh, let's talk about Warcraft 3 Reforged.
I don't know enough
What
about
pissed me
that.
off,
Dumpster
man.
fire that
That
was.
pissed me off. I
Dude,
loved
Easton was
that
so
game.
happy for
I
it.
loved
and then-
that
oh
game,
my
man.
God.
And then they just ruin it like they do with everything else.
Dude, Blizzard fucked up bad.
What the hell
for
just
that.
happened?
What did they do? I'm not aware of the
William McGirt
situation.
Gave back the power. He
Josh.
gave back
What?
the power.
And then.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
let Andre talk about this because I need to
Yeah.
get mad again.
I'm the leader here. I control the podcast.
Well,
Oh my god.
Warcraft 3 Reforged. What was like? How disappointed were you guys?
Very.
Played Warcraft.
I never played it.
this is the
Fucking loved
podcast, Helen.
Warcraft
So
3.
Easton was the only one that was actually excited for it.
Yep.
Sad, dude. Did you guys see like the shit that came out about that, or no?
Nope.
No. Okay. Basically, Warcraft 3 Reforged was supposed to be a remaster / remake, but it was supposed to like add brand new scenes. It was supposed to like remake everything, like completely new, like new like graphics, like a new engine, like kind of thing, like new like proper scenes, not just like the bird's eye view like RTS thing.
Yeah, like
They were
the
actually
dialogue.
supposed to have like proper scenes, like not a video game, fucking like a movie kind of scene,
Right.
and they just didn't do it, and
Is
they
that
still
allowed?
marketed it as
Oh,
doing
wow.
it. They had videos on their website showing cinematics and stuff that they promised. They promised 2 to 3 hours of cinematics. There was like one scene and that was it. Everything else was just the exact same thing with like new textures.
That's actually brutal.
And let's not forget that there's microtransactions now.
What?
What?
Microtransactions.
Wait, what?
Also,
They're one shots.
do you guys know how MOBAs came to be?
No.
No, originally Dota, like the original Dota, like
Yeah.
I don't even know what it stands for. Fuck.
Defend of the Ancients. Defense of the Ancients.
Yeah, Defense of the Ancients was a Warcraft 3 mod.
Oh, really?
That's how MOBA started. They were a Warcraft 3
Yeah, then they
mod.
removed modding support in the.
So what Blizzard did now, anything you make
Oh,
that
they own. Yeah.
revolves,
It's-
yeah, anything
Really?
you make that revolves
Yeah,
around
that's
Warcraft
so
3,
fucked up. I
they
remember
own.
hearing that.
they own. They are so salty about something that happened 20 years ago. They own it.
That's
They
actually
just own
stupid.
You make your own like custom shit with their
Their engine and stuff.
game,
Yeah.
and it is now their property, and you have absolutely no right to it.
That's unbelievable.
So fucked up. I disconnected my controller
Yep.
because I shook my stick so hard.
Also on top of that, people who own the original Warcraft 3 in the old Battle.net, they had their games forcibly updated to Warcraft 3 Reforged.
Oh yeah.
Actually,
It deleted all their mods, all their saves, everything. They just got
And
a
you
brand
know
new game
Really pisses
without
me
even
off.
asking for it.
What do they gain from that?
You know what really
Yeah.
pisses me off?
Nothing.
What?
They lost like an entire community around like an older game because they didn't get a choice. By the way, it just automatically updated. They had no choice with it.
The shit that pisses me off
It
is
was
the fact
forced
that
on.
Blizzard does all this shit,
they
and now
got away
people are
with it.
like, "Yo, Diablo 4, I'm so excited!" Like they're gonna ruin
They
that.
really
too, man.
are,
yeah.
And you're gonna buy it anyway.
Yo, don't you guys have phones, man? Come on.
yeah, just
No,
play
but
mobile.
no, like the actual
Another
Diablo
dumpster
4.
fire.
No, Andre, they announced like an actual
No,
Diablo.
I know they announced it, but like the
And
fact
but like
that
people
they're-
are excited, like they're not gonna ruin that and butcher that series too.
Dude, after the like Diablo Immortal announcement, they should have just already like been like, okay, Diablo's dead. That's
Yeah,
it.
honestly, they should just drop it then and there.
Like
Fuck
there
you,
was
bitches.
no point for it, man. It's so ridiculous how they're just killing all their shit.
They're just
They
milking
are.
it too hard. Like
They've
you gotta know
killed
when to kill it.
Warcraft, They've killed World of Warcraft.
Mm-hmm.
That shit sucks balls now. They fucking Overwatch people already fucking hate because of Overwatch 2
Overwatch
announcement.
2, guys, it's gonna save
Yeah.
the series,
Wait,
man.
what?
Like it's like they just make bad PR decision after bad PR decision after bad game
Yup.
decision. Like such a dog shit. What happened, man?
Yeah,
They
honestly.
also another big thing that they did,
Bruh.
they fired basically all their community.
Oh yeah, I
members
know, I know.
and
Really?
shoved those job positions onto already like existing
Yeah,
job
I know.
positions.
I
Like
know.
like they basically overloaded their workers, and now they're hiring back community managers.
Of
It's
course.
like, why did you fire them in the first place for
Yeah.
a year? Just have them back, Owen.
Of
Right?
course.
Oh my god. It's
Like that was so. Like first of all, they fired people for no reason. They're just hiring them again.
No, yeah.
Like, you just put people out of jobs. Like what?
I remember hearing about that as well. Actually.
Right? Like it's so just absolutely scummy.
I mean, there's one game company that, like, keep in mind, I don't look too much into gaming companies themselves. I just kind of find games I enjoy, but Valve, I don't think has done anything too bad in recent
The
history.
only problem with Valve is they never fucking do
Yeah, they
it
don't do
anything.
anything
They're
at
just
all,
nothing.
period.
because they make so much. The low Half-Life Alex is a good.
Yeah,
sign.
Half-Life
Yeah.
Alex is actually apparently a very good game,
Yeah.
which
It's
I
also
think
just
is
a
cool.
good sign because since that is done
Exactly.
well, they're probably more motivated to make new shit.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing. They've actually talked. They only want to do Half-Life games specifically for like new technological improvements.
No, yeah, I know. I remember.
Which
hearing
I
about
kind of don't like. Because at this point, Half-Life seems like to be like the only series that they're willing to continue. Like
Okay,
Team
I don't know. I feel
Fortress,
like
they-
Left 4 Dead 3 would sell
Yo.
so well.
It
Yeah,
really
but it's
would,
like-
yep.
But the problem is they
I
just
think it
make
would
so much
sell
money
well.
with Steam that there's not even a point.
But I mean, if
Yeah.
they're really not motivated to do something, you know, you can't really force it out. Because if you
Exactly.
if you milk an IP, then it's gonna turn out bad.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
If they did a Left 4 Dead 3, I don't even know if it would do good because there's been so many zombie games
Yeah,
that have
true.
just been like oversaturated.
and
But
that's the
honestly, for me, there are very few game companies that have my actual trust,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
that is Fromsoftware and Capcom.
Fair.
And even Capcom has done some scummy shit before, but they're like they're making
Yeah.
a comeback. They're making a
Capcom's
comeback.
weird. Capcom's weird with that, honestly. They do some really weird stuff that isn't necessarily bad, but it's
It's
just like,
just silly,
why do
yeah.
it to
why?
begin with? Right? Like, why put a gun that has infinite ammo behind like a $5 paywall
Hmm.
when you also can just unlock it in the game?
Yeah,
It's
that's
just so
actually
weird.
stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but that's not bad because you still
But, like,
unlock
I
it.
don't know,
that's
like,
the thing. It's not
Their
bad, but it's also
games
not
aren't
great, you know?
bad, yeah, but some of their decisions in like
Yeah.
DLC and stuff is.
Dude, I think DMC5 was like,
No,
like
apparently
fucking
DMC5
amazing.
was fucking amazing. I never played it, but
Right? Like I think it was amazing, but it's like it's weird. Like you can buy red orbs to like
yeah, right. Like
get
that's
yourself
so weird.
revive
So
yourself. But then it's also like one of the weapons in the game that deals the most amount of damage. Uses red orbs. Like,
But then,
it
but then
uses
it's also
red
like,
orbs
isn't
to
part of
do
the fun of the game like grinding the orbs or whatever?
it. Not really.
I think that's
Oh,
something
so
to do
it's
with
just
Capcom.
there. Just
Unless,
shoved
unless you're doing on like hardcore mode, then not really.
I think that's something to do with Capcom being like kind of stuck in their times, because like,
It,
kinda
that's
have
what
to
I'm saying.
realize, like,
It's really weird
yeah.
some of the stuff they do.
because like their management has kind of been stuck like in the original Mega Man days back with the NES, and they don't really know what they're doing with the new age of downloadable
collections with
content and all that jazz.
no like extra caveats or anything for like really cheap prices, and it's like,
Yeah, because like that's what
what
they're
are you
proud
doing,
of.
Capcom? Like, you can be such an amazing company if you just stop doing these really weird.
Because like yeah, no,
PR
nobody's
moves
doing anything
almost.
intentionally bad. It's just all their management is stuck back in the NES days. Like
Yeah.
the downloadable content is still new to them, and it's been something for like maybe a decade and a half now.
But the only company I have no problem with is Fromsoftware.
Yeah,
I've
they
bought
don't do
every
anything
single one
bad.
of their games on release full price and never been disappointed once.
Okay, stupid question, but which one's from software?
Dark Souls.
Yeah,
Thank
Dark
you.
Souls and stuff.
Dark Souls, Sekiro,
The good games.
Yeah.
Bloodborne.
Oh, actually, back to what someone said. Fallout 76.
Bad.
How-
Bad.
Oh my god, when that got released.
Why did they think that was a good idea?
They knew they would get
Why?
money.
I-
They honestly
were
just-
fully aware.
What the worst part was they're like piggybacking off like the online survival game hype, and then when
Yeah.
it failed, they just piggyback off the battle royale hype and made it a battle royale.
Mhm. Why
I
wouldn't
don't
they
even-
add
I don't even get what Fallout
NPCs?
76 is supposed to be. Is it a battle royale?
That's
Is
what
it
I
like
mean.
a
Identity,
survival
yeah.
game? Is it like
It's just
No,
trying
it
to
was
be
a
everything
survival
that's
game
popular.
And they added a battle royale. Once
right,
battle
but like,
royale
how is
got
it a
popular.
survival game if you can't fight other people?
Right?
Exactly.
It's like a Rust if you just couldn't kill anyone in
It's a
Rust.
Rust
Like,
for
there's nothing
pussy.
Like,
to
I
do.
feel like they had the opportunity to make, you know, like DayZ, but actually made by a good developer that cares. Well, not cares, but can actually do
Yeah, it's called
something.
fucking Escape from Tarkov.
Yeah, facts.
Also,
but
by
yeah.
the way, something I never understood Fallout 76. Every time you joined, you were in a new server. So how
Yeah.
do you create a base?
No, yeah, you can't. Yeah,
You
How
don't.
do you
You
build a
don't. You don't make a
from
base.
a
Like,
server of 20 people. Like, you
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
And then also their entire nuke system was just flawed from the start.
And the fact that there was no NPCs on launch and it had to come in like the first DLC or
Like,
whatever.
What were they thinking?
I don't know
Exactly.
what
It
they were
just
thinking.
Dumpster fire after dumpster fire for that game. I don't understand. Like, it was just so fucking weird.
Hey, one more hard container, goddamn.
And then also, jumping off that, Bioware.
BioWare.
Oh,
what did
Mass
they do
Effect.
again? Mass
Another
Effect.
fall from
Andromeda.
grace. And then Anthem.
Right? Mass Effect Andromeda and Anthem.
Yeah, I don't know
Dude.
what they were thinking.
First, I remember the first week that Mass Effect Andromeda came out. It was just, it wasn't even funny how disappointed people were.
Yeah.
It was actually just sad. I remember at one point, one fucking dude was just like starting out the game.
Fuck.
He was just walking
Bust
to like the
hard.
marker, and all of a sudden he's just trapped in between 3 NPCs, and you just can't move.
Like, what happened
That's
with
the first
Bioware?
experience
Like,
with the game.
What got to that point?
Yeah, what
Right?
forced
They
them into
should've
that?
Happened.
I would like it to be known that the man that just said there was nothing funny about their disappointment laughed at the No Man's Sky result. I don't know if the podcast was started for that.
No, it
Oh
wasn't.
yeah, that was me. That was me. No Man's Sky, shit game. I warned everybody I could. Nobody listened, and they paid the price.
Don't
Yeah,
worry,
what are you gonna
I've
do?
never
But
bought
honestly
the
though,
game.
how did they go from Mass Effect 3 to Andromeda?
Right?
Mass Effect 3 is
I
a
don't get
fucking
it.
amazing game.
I never really played 3. I heard that 2 was just absolutely amazing.
I
had, like,
played
it had, like, a
and
shit ending, but-
finished 1 and 2.
Fuck,
I never
man.
finished 3, but that's only because my PS3 controller broke.
Yeah. Apparently the ending of 3 was like, it's only like
a
really big
letdown, actually.
mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, I understand like an ending not being great. It's like a 3, like a trilogy.
Yeah, trilogy. Yeah.
You can't always have fucking doves, but like
Yeah.
still, that's. I don't know how they went and made Andromeda just absolute dog shit, and then they released Anthem, and it had the exact same problems as Destiny. It got to a point where there's just nothing to do.
But it
Right.
got to a point. It was like that when it came out.
Yeah, like yeah, that's right. And, like it came out and there's just nothing to do, and it was just like there's no point to the game.
I feel like Anthem had a lot of
And that's the
potential
problem
too.
with those open world like shooter looters is there is nothing to do. Like
Yep.
Yeah, like when it
except for
comes
shoot and loot.
because when it comes to something like that, it normally has to be like fast paced and things like that, but you can't do that in open world. The rest is just chaos.
Yep. You
true.
can't have a game that's based around shooting and have an MMO actual world, because the only thing you can do is shoot, and everyone's just gonna be shooting each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it's
Like,
just
the thing-
chaos. It's not fun.
Yeah, you
to-
have to have like smaller maps, and PvP isn't a thing. Like PvP in Destiny and Crucible, that's it.
And honestly, that's like one of the things Tarkov did right. Is it's just a bunch of small maps that are segmented,
Exactly, but there's
and
actual
they're
PvP,
instanced
you know?
as well. Like it's not like all
Yeah.
happening at once. Like it's instant matches.
You
Like
remember
that's
the
that's
PUBG
one thing I praise Tarkov for is the instanced areas.
Yep.
You remember the
That's
PUBG
really
golden
smart.
days?
Oh, it's a double hit that one.
The what?
The PUBG golden days back when it was still in beta and all that.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know
Dude,
why.
I missed when it was just Miramar, or not Miramar. What was the fucking
I don't
The
remember.
OG
original one, I
map.
know,
The OG
yeah.
map, yeah.
Desert map.
the OG? Dude, it's feel like dude. I swear the game ran better. It was more balanced back
Dude,
then.
when they
It was
fuck, I
more fun
remember,
back then.
Easton, me and you when they released like the fucking like different like skies and stuff to make the map feel a little bit different.
Yeah,
We literally just like there was a version of the map that we loved, which is like the sunset one.
sunset.
We literally just got on bikes and we were just fucking
Drove
biking
around.
around.
That shit was so
We were
fun.
just driving around and it was just so much fun.
I honestly
I
think the
do miss
game was
that.
at its peak like directly after they added in like those vaulting and driving mechanics.
Yeah,
no,
I
those
agree,
were so
yeah.
like good. Those were
Like-
such good improvements.
But
It's
it
just
feels like the
literally
game
they
gets
never
worse every
optimized their
patch.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They never optimized
Wait,
it.
I
They
do-
just
like
kept
shit,
releasing
yeah.
more maps that were just buggy.
I played the game recently-ish. with
And then
Braeden.
everyone realized that Fortnite runs well and is unique and plays smooth, and then no one touched
Right.
PUBG ever again.
Rightfully so,
Exactly.
though.
And then,
Rightfully
but then the
so.
problem was Fortnite got oversaturated, and then
Yeah.
like I genuinely enjoyed Fortnite. Like, I'm not afraid to admit it. Like
The gameplay was
it
tight.
was a very
It was
unique
fun.
The
game.
gameplay was
It
very
was
tight.
smooth.
Yeah.
It was unique. I did enjoy the building aspect and all that. I just never got too much into it. I
Yeah.
more enjoyed like PUBG's gameplay in that regard because it's. I don't want to say it's like more realistic, but that's the easiest
Well, it
way
is.
to put
Yeah,
it.
it is.
Yeah, like
it is
it
more
is.
grounded shooter experience.
Yeah,
So it's a lot like Arma when it came out, anyways. It was.
exactly. Like I know it's a weird way to put it, calling like those games realistic, but just Fortnite is so cartoony, so to say.
Yeah.
I honestly think if their gunplay was a little bit more realistic and didn't have so much bloom, I think it
Yeah.
would have done a lot better. Like it would have lasted a bit longer, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's just like
I don't really think Fortnite is too popular right now. It
Uh,
definitely is still one of like the more popular games,
I mean,
Yeah.
I know
but
like
it doesn't have its original hype, you know?
yeah,
I
for
mean,
sure.
Disney's still doing their thing with it. I saw an ad announcing like Deadpool and Fortnite type.
Oh yeah, he's in it.
Yeah. But that's the thing,
Oh, yeah, they have
before it was
all
like
sorts of
they added a
crossovers
John
in
Wick
Fortnite.
skin without ever even needing to consult they never had to attach
had to
John Wick
consult.
to it.
And
Now,
then they released a John Wick skin that another
Yeah.
one. That
Yeah,
had
a
an actual
second
license.
one.
right, now they have to actually they have to get licenses to keep their game relevant.
Yeah.
Before
brutal.
they didn't.
Yeah.
They just had to add something similar, and people would just instantly like, oh dude, that looks dope.
That's
like
John
I
Wick.
want that.
Yeah.
Right? Like
That's
now it's like no, like you want to fucking you have to get a John Wick license, Marvel license, and a Thanos
Where's your John Wick
license.
license, mate?
Where's
Yeah,
your
man.
John Wick license?
And of
that's
course-
one thing I didn't-
Fortnite was free, right? So like,
Yeah.
That's the
exactly.
difference between
another plus
Oh yeah,
PUBG.
PUBG had a $30.
Yeah, no, their
price
battle
tag.
pass was like the big thing.
and it was
Like,
just
like,
cosmetic.
paid. Sorry?
And it was just
And it was just
cosmetic. That was
cosmetic.
the
Yeah,
thing.
just
So you
cosmetic.
didn't
No, like
have
they
to buy
made
it.
the whole battle pass hype. Like good on
Yeah,
them.
no, they created the battle pass.
I'll
which
admit
was
it was a
actually
really
idea.
good idea, and it worked
It's a
really well
smart
for them.
fucking idea.
Yeah.
The
Because
thing
it
is,
keeps people
people are
playing.
shoehorning it into games now that just don't
Oh yeah.
need it,
Rainbow.
Huh.
right? Like, what do you get from the Rainbow Battle Pass other than
Nothing
like,
that you need.
20 shitty skins that
Yeah.
you don't actually want? Like,
Exactly.
Fortnite actually had unique.
And like the
and good
nature
skins.
of Rainbow as well, it's like impossible to do good skins because then
Yep.
you risk ruining player clarity.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean,
Same
there's,
thing with like PUBG. They shoehorned a battle pass that didn't do anything at all. Like what?
I mean, I don't think that's too bad though, because like it's worse when you put in a battle pass and it has like proper things around it, like you can't use this gun or you can't do this or you can't do
well,
that.
no, we're not
Oh,
saying
yeah,
it's bad.
no.
We're just saying that's unnecessary,
It
and they're
is.
trying to take another game's mechanic and put it into
Just
their
for
game
money, yeah.
horribly. Yeah, just for money and horribly.
I mean,
like-
like
Anyone who bought that battle pass and like most likely got disappointed by it,
Yeah.
even though it is kind of their fault for not looking ahead. You know.
Yeah.
that's fair. Got
And
one.
Also, like they'll get the battle pass. And it's like, oh look, you get a bit of a renown
Yes.
boost,
Good job.
which actually does affect gameplay by letting you get
Yeah.
more guys. But that's fine.
One thing I do
Um,
kind
I forgot how hard that fucking boss fight is.
Yeah, it was brutal.
Another thing that we were talking about, like Bethesda and stuff.
Yep.
The paid mods, dude.
So fucked
Yeah,
up, man.
what were they
They
thinking?
tried that twice, man.
Right?
I don't
They tried
understand
it
what their
twice, and when they
mindset
got
is.
backlash the
Word.
first time,
The
right?
second time
No,
worked.
and you want to know why the second time worked? Because they gave it to the stupid console kids.
Mhm.
That's fucking why. The stupid fucking 8-year-olds with their mommy's credit card who will just
Dude.
buy anything Bethesda throws at their gullet. Like, oh,
I was so mad because like
man.
one of the things like the supports for the paid mods were like, but look guys, at least we're getting mods on console. It's like, yeah, but they're not good.
Yeah,
They're
no.
paid. Like what?
I,
Mods
and
are
then-
just that.
and
It's
then
not
they
DLC.
released like when they actually released like actual mods on console, they were like censored and like you weren't allowed to have creative freedom and like you couldn't
Exactly.
do licensed products. And,
Like that's how a
what's
game
the-
grows.
What's the point, man? Like,
that's one thing I really hate about like console versus PC things. Like, yeah, there are always things like I can't even say like consoles
since
need
console has to be for the masses, there's so
Yeah.
much things
Yeah, it's
limiting
too
it.
restricted. It has
Yeah.
to be for the little children.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
like,
It is
it's-
just so free, and it should stay like that, honestly.
honest to God, yeah, I hope it never becomes like.
And I mean free in the sense like games can be free and still thrive, and like
Yeah.
you can actually do what you want with your game. There's literally no game that you can't mod in some way.
I
Mhm.
hate how like controlled the game market
Yeah,
is on.
console, you
I forget
fucking
where to
mod your
go.
console, you're likely to
It's
get
right
insta
here.
banned.
likely to get instant.
Yeah, no, it's an
Sad.
actual thing.
It is.
Like,
Yeah.
like fucking Sony, they were like saying how you're able to install Linux on PS3. They quickly fucking removed that shit because of how easy it was to hack it.
Mhm.
And guess what? They got hit with a lawsuit. Everyone got $50.
Yep.
Everybody got it. It's
I remember my buddy, one of my buddy, I guess my actual cousin Zach, modded his PS3 to give him free trophies, and he got permabanned,
Oh,
IP
really?
banned,
Oh, you told
like
me
not
about
console banned, IP banned,
Wow.
just for
Yeah.
like hacking in the last
Yeah.
trophy he needed because it was like a trophy you couldn't get because of dead multiplayer or something.
I remember you telling me about that because he's like a 100% type guy.
Yeah. And he just got permabanned and lost all his like platinum
Oh.
trophies and everything.
That's
Like,
brutal.
bro, who cares? Like, oh no, but his gamer score is illegitimate. Like, damn, bro, who
That's
gives a
honestly,
shit?
it's just so fucking stupid,
You should be 100% in a game because you want to, not because you get gamer score.
right?
Has anybody ever
Oh,
actually?
actually, this reminds me of something. What are your guys' thoughts on Battlefront?
Never played it.
Wait, like Battlefront
Like the
Star
remake?
Wars?
Star Wars,
Like the remakes themselves or the originals?
the remakes.
The remake. Okay, the first one
Shit.
looked beautiful.
Oh,
I
they look
love
great.
the graphics, but
not
the
good games,
gameplay
in my
itself not
opinion.
very good. 2, they did the stupid pay for thing. I don't even remember what it was, but it was so brutal that they kind of
Well,
messed
honestly,
up
my
the whole game.
problem is even though they fixed 2, because like they did,
Yeah, they
it is a
did.
decent game now. They just don't have the vibe of the original because they're multiplayer. Like online.
Exactly. Yeah, just the whole
It's
game
not
doesn't
that-
feel
like,
like the original.
I just miss couch co-op, man.
Uh-huh.
Or like and just like couch like. split
And that's the
screen
sad thing. Gaming will never go back to that, I think.
They
I
won't.
hate how Halo did that with Halo 5. They never.
Yeah,
had
just
it.
got
Well,
rid of
no,
split
but they were
screen.
just
That's so
moving with the
fucked up.
times. They were honestly just moving with the times.
But that's the thing. It's like
But
you don't,
it's like
you
it's
can move
it's
with the
that much
times, but like,
effort
why
to
you
get
have to remove a
like,
That's the
feature like
thing.
that?
That's the thing. I don't know why it's so like, oh no, we can't add split screen. Like, why not?
And the
Is
thing
it
is,
really
like, one of the
that bad?
limitations with split screen back in the day was like it used too much processing power to have 2 screens. That's not a problem anymore.
It
so it's
shouldn't
supposed to
be, yeah.
better now.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, if
It-
Call of Duty managed to fucking do it for every single one of their games,
Exactly.
right?
You
sure
think
they
Halo
now,
can do it?
right?
But
Like, there's
even
no
Call of
fucking
Duty
way.
stopped doing 4-player and dropped the 2-player. Like, what fun can you have with 2 people in a deathmatch?
Exactly.
Like, that's not fun.
Dude, I remember like
The
Modern Warfare
chaos of-
3, like Spec Ops. Like, it wasn't
Yeah.
great by any means, but it was fun to just like
yeah,
fuck
it was
around.
Yeah, I
with
with
loved
your
it,
friends,
yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Like it was like one of like my favorite things to do. Like me and my cousin would literally like go home after school
yeah.
and just like go to his house, like be in his basement for like 4 hours, just like playing that, trying to see
Bro,
like
honestly,
how high we could go.
Those
One of the
were
first times like
days.
actually like bonded with my dad was playing the sniper mission in Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, that's a
Spec
sick
Ops,
one,
just
yeah.
over and over trying to beat it on veteran together. Like I miss that shit when me and my dad used to play Call of Duty together and just like.
And that's sad
miss
for a lot of
Smash, man.
kids these days as well. You know, they're growing up
they
in the
can't do
era
that with their
of
dad,
being
you know what I
of
mean?
just online
Their
gaming.
dad has to
You
buy
know?
the kid a whole new console if he wants to fucking-
Exactly. It's so stupid.
Like why, man?
Like we're not
So
constantly in the coronavirus. We don't have to social distance that much all the time. Like,
Oh my God.
Dude, imagine now, like split screen with people home, like not
Yeah,
doing
of course.
anything.
it'd be so beautiful.
This
Yeah.
would be like one like the
Fine.
fucking perfect time.
Yep.
Like, but it's just not a thing anymore.
So
No.
sad.
It was. I love doing goddamn Smash.
Just
and
miss.
Justin.
I just miss just like the way games used to be made.
Yep.
Like goddamn, the Smash Night thing at Justin's was the first time I actually like proper split screen because every time
Smash Night
before
was
that,
so pog. I
it
miss that
was.
shit.
Because like my brother's a dickhead and my dad thought gaming was satanic. But
Oh.
I have a very odd family history. Either way, I never had like a proper split screen.
Yo, James
experience when I
Driver?
was a kid.
Wait, what?
James Driver?
I love what I unmuted to hear.
James Driver.
That's me right there, man. Me on the way to pick up Easton to go to Dairy Queen.
Hell yeah.
Oh, what happened? What the
This is how James drives.
This
This
is
is how we
it, man.
drive.
This is me pulling up at his house. Yo, get in.
Actually, hold up. I have a question for you guys. Did you guys like? Okay, hold up. First of all, who here played Watchdogs?
No.
I
Me.
I played the
Actually,
Actually,
I haven't.
I looked at a bunch of gameplay, wanted to get it, but never got around to
Okay,
it.
hold up. So who said no?
Me.
Me
Me.
Okay, so just James and Braeden.
Yeah.
and Zach.
And Zach.
Zach.
Yeah.
Okay, so we
Wait,
got like
what?
a 50-50 here. So, for those of you who didn't play it,
Yeah.
did it look like a good game for you guys?
It looked
Yeah.
appealing, but I heard bad
Yeah.
things about it, so I never got it.
Same with me. Like I looked up, I wanted to get it at one point. I saw a bunch of gameplay. I saw what you could do. I thought it was really neat. And I started looking up reviews, and it was like
yeah, like
2
it
or
seemed
3
like a,
stars at
like, once
best.
again a good concept that was just executed kind of poorly.
Yeah.
So for the people who did play it, did you guys enjoy it?
not the story. All
I-
we
Yeah.
run around and do random shit like
Yeah.
GTA.
I played for a good 20 minutes and got bored of it. I'm gonna be
I
honest.
thought you just said that you didn't play it.
No, I
Does that really
did.
count, though?
I did, but it doesn't count, dude. It really
Yeah,
doesn't.
20
Okay.
minutes and then never
Okay,
playing
fine.
it again.
It,
That's like-
I got
Yeah.
it for like super dirt cheap because like it was probably like a year after it's been released, and,
Yeah.
and I got it for like I don't know, probably like 10 or $5, and I played for like a good 20 minutes, and that's it. I got so bored of it after.
Hey, as someone
It
who
just
finished the game,
Oh my god.
was it a somewhat
Yeah.
fun game? Yeah. Was there shit to do in the open world? Yeah. Was it what it was promised? No.
Right.
Right.
It's an
so
entirely different game from what
That's
it
what I was gonna say.
supposed to
From my point of view, I pre-ordered the game originally because I thought I was gonna be able to play with my friend because the
Right.
multiplayer was advertised.
be. Yeah,
And-
yeah. But then
and
it was just
the
like
trailers
Dark
looked
Souls
really good.
Invasion multiplayer or whatever.
No. It's even worse than that. Okay. So what happened was, on next gen console, there was actual like GTA.
Oh
type
no, really? And they just
Anything
didn't do that on
Yeah,
last gen.
If it wasn't
remember that.
PS4 or Xbox One, you could not play proper
Oh my
multiplayer. There was
God.
only the
Another
invasion
fucking
thing.
shit thing about consoles, dude.
Right?
Yeah.
The generational
Goddamn
shit.
hate
Yeah.
multiplayer.
But also for me, I originally got it without seeing, and like I pre-ordered it, but, like just off my friend's recommendation. I never saw anything for it, and I played it, and I thought it was really good. I think the story was okay. It was nothing like great, but I thought the concept, like the hacking, the
Yeah.
actual like going through the cameras, like blowing up the fucking pipes when you're being chased, all that was just so like cool and like awesome to just do
Yeah.
that I didn't really care too much.
Haley,
But then, like,
Haley.
Dude, yeah, later when I checked out like the actual trailers for it, it was just not at all what was promised.
Yeah.
Could have been
Like,
so much more.
Ubisoft, like,
But
I
that's
don't
the
get
thing
why
about
they keep doing
Ubisoft
this,
is like they make okay games, but they promise these okay games to be god tier games, and then people
right?
get mad at the okay games because they're not what they're promised.
Like if you just say
Ubisoft
it's an
would just-
okay game,
Yeah.
it'll sell
Like,
enough.
if you just promise the thing that you delivered, people will be
Exactly.
fine with it.
Like
Just don't
Ubisoft's games aren't
overhype it.
horrible, it's they just overhype everything.
Like
Exactly.
throwback to
And
the
I think
Rainbow
Watch
Six
Dogs
Siege.
Don't even talk about the
trailer,
Rainbow fucking trailer.
Like the trailers, man. It looked
Dude,
so
okay, I'm gonna be
cool.
honest, the trailers looked awful. It made the game look awful.
Really? I
Honestly,
thought it,
I agree. The gameplay looked
Okay,
awful in the trailer,
yeah, it
but
did.
visually it looked fucking amazing.
and like just the whole idea of, like team, slow
Yeah.
move into a
Yeah.
house, but really it's
then
just running
again,
with
that's
Ash,
another thing of like the way people play games.
Yeah,
that just would never
exactly.
work.
You can't really
that
force
never
it.
happened.
Yeah.
It would never happen.
Especially
sad.
on such a small map like Hubs.
Yeah,
The,
Oh, yeah.
the defenders would be throwing the game.
yeah.
Because
Oh.
that's the thing, like Rainbow, like the Siege trailer was showing like the attackers trying to win.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Right? Like it was as if like the fucking defenders were just like they're AFK, not
Just
really
like
doing
bots.
anything. Yeah. And it's like that's fine. Like the original like Rainbow games were PvE.
Yeah.
And that's just like how they were. But like you can't make a multiplayer game with both
Yeah.
sides trying to
Especially a
competitively win.
shooter and
Yeah.
trying to force one side just to stand still. It's never gonna
Like,
happen.
They tried that with Tachanka. Look how bad it fucking went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's the
They
most
literally
worst
gave him a
fucking champion
shield
in the game.
that takes like 5 or
Champion.
6 bullets to be
Shut
broken,
up.
and he's still like absolutely busted.
No, yeah.
Broken, like it just doesn't work in the game. Ubisoft has admitted that's why he's getting a rework.
You're really getting pimped out here, Easton.
Yeah, this is the
Little
second
sidetrack.
act of the game.
Yeah, when you get like all the guns,
This is,
apparently.
this is where you start getting modernized too.
Like
Oh,
this.
another thing actually. What are
Yep.
your guys' actually 2 things. What are your guys' opinions on pre-ordering?
Okay, that's what I was
Shit.
gonna say. I
Yeah,
never
worst
recommend
idea
it.
ever.
Is
Worst
this what you're
idea
talking about
ever.
Now or
No.
like 10 years
Like, yeah, no, I kind
Well,
of.
let's talk
Yeah,
about both,
it's
right?
I agree with
But, like,
JJ here. There is
With the advent of online stores, what's even the point?
Yeah,
anymore
exactly.
unless
What
there's
is
some
the
sort of,
point?
like, pre-order
Well, they
bonus?
used to give you so many different bonuses with pre-orders and shit. Like,
Yeah.
if
But
you
now
were
it's
a
like
fast
you
We're
food
gonna
get
go into a different
you get
topic.
a
Hold on.
cool
Don't go into
costume.
that yet. Don't go into that yet.
Yeah.
Different
We're
Yeah.
gonna
topic.
talk about Pokemon.
No,
Wait.
shut up. We'll get to that. Actually, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Remember Fallout 76's shit pre-orders that were supposed to be great?
Yeah,
Pre-order
so that was
bonuses.
like one of the things. Pre-ordering itself seems absolutely unnecessary nowadays.
Yeah, it
and
really
you should
is.
never do it.
it is.
Yeah.
But then
I hate when people
like,
pre-order
companies are like, they're like pre-order and you're gonna get like these 2 cool and exclusive skins, and then those skins turn out to be dog shit.
Exactly. Like,
yeah, every time.
Like, why do people pre-order? It just
like
doesn't make
I don't
sense.
understand. Like the game launches, and then tons of people have the skin. Like, what's the point in having it at that point? Unless you really like how it looks.
Right? And then also there'll be things like the game's just bad and you never play it. Like what was the point of
Exactly.
pre-order?
Like,
always
ugh.
wait for reviews. Always.
Always.
Never fucking buy a game day
yeah,
one.
I know.
and I've
agree.
made the
Buying games day
mistake.
one
I've
is
made
the
the
worst thing
mistake
you can do.
100%. Like I pre-ordered
Especially
one of
But
the.
it's like, dude, Resident Evil 3 was the first time I was gonna pre-order a game in years, and I canceled it because I just
Good.
didn't- I
Exactly.
couldn't-
You watched some reviews and you didn't like what was
Exactly.
happening with it.
Well, no, the problem is I read leaks on 4chan, and I was like, well, 4chan's probably right. They always
That's also
are.
one of the things I hate. Like companies are like holding like reviewers hostage until
Yeah.
like the day that the game gets released.
Yeah, the embargo or whatever.
Actually, I remember there was, I don't remember what game, so I can't like specifically like quote it basically, but I remember there was a game where reviews were not allowed to come out. I think it was until like the day after, like 2 days
Yeah.
after the game had come out.
Really?
Yeah, I don't remember what game this was, but I am pretty sure this did come out for a game. I wish I'll look it up later, like see if I can find it.
Mm-hmm.
But that actually brings me on to my next topic, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, real quick though, real
Nice
quick.
structure.
Okay, wait.
The only time I would ever pre-order a game, and I have in the past, like a long time ago, is for like physical shit.
Copies?
Yeah,
No, like
pre-order bonuses.
like statues
free.
and figures.
Yeah.
Dude,
And,
Yeah.
Okay, that's one of the things.
Like
I
all
don't.
of
and I
66
kind of
when they were
missed that
shit.
era of
Those aren't worth it.
collector's editions. I don't know.
James, I'm gonna have to ask you to actually
Fallout 76
go
did just
off
shit away.
off the live stream for a second. Just look at the picture that I put in.
Okay, hold on.
That is what that's what you're talking about.
Wait, what am I looking at?
And like that was like $100 or something.
What?
Oh.
The Dead
Yeah,
Island
that's
Riptide
garbage
thing.
though.
That's what I mean. Like
There's a difference between
so
a
many
good.
of
That's
those.
that, but that you can see is just fucking shit.
Yeah,
That's the
exactly.
thing. So many
I mean,
of
like
them.
I got the Dark Souls 2
Yeah.
collector's edition. I don't regret it. I love my figure guy. It's fucking cool.
Yeah, no, it
Same with-
seems sick.
Oh, actually, back to Fallout 76. The jacket and like the bag.
That
bag
was
was
so
shit.
fucked up.
They like the bag
But
was just
that was just
plastic.
fucked up. Like that was a lie. Like
It was supposed to be like burlap and leather or some shit like that. It was just cheap plastic.
And then they were also like released like a beer or something that was literally
Yeah.
just a regular beer, but it had like a plastic casing of the
Yeah.
Nuka like fucking thing around it.
That's
Good call.
And the
ridiculous.
beer wasn't even good.
Yeah,
Huh.
no,
It
you
wasn't
want
good. Like they had like people at like people who for
It's
some
hard to
reason
figure.
rate alcohol on YouTube
yeah.
tried it and they did not like it. It was
Hey,
bad.
those guys have helped me before. Okay, don't roast.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not roasting.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
just
they've
like,
never
this
helped
is a
me,
bit
but like,
weird to me.
yeah.
It
I
is
was
a-
like,
it
people
is
use
a-
alcohol.
It is a niche market.
But
Yeah.
a
thing I
market
hate
nonetheless.
It's like they sent out an announcement after they sent out the plastic bottles saying it was more expensive to do the plastic bottles, which is why like we were trying to give you guys
Well, GG.
quality and value. Like if it's more
Well,
expensive,
no, people wanted glass. They didn't want plastic. They
no,
wanted
exactly.
glass.
But they sent out something later saying it was actually more expensive to do the plastic, which is why we did it for you guys. Everybody just sat there like, you fuckers.
Like, no, it's just retarded. Also, another thing.
Okay, I'm not gonna get
When
into
they
this.
were
Oh god, he's just going on.
hold up, yeah,
Surely
no,
hitting out the
another thing
topics.
with the like Fallout 76 per thing, like the bags, when people were contacting support to like try
Wait,
to
hold on,
get
really
like the
quick.
proper
I
bags.
hate to interrupt you, but James, you are back on my stream.
Yes, I am, of course.
Okay,
Yeah.
this needs to be the gameplay. Okay.
Yes,
go.
I know.
Okay, yeah,
So
it was.
okay, so when people were contacting the support were just leaking people's credit cards and addresses.
What?
They were. You would contact support and they would give you an email with like someone else's fucking contact info.
What?
Be like, Bethesda support was doxing their own customer.
Like,
That's
what?
unbelievable.
It was so weird. Like, I don't know how they managed to. It was just fuck up after fuck up after
How
fuck
is
up.
Bethesda
And they
still
keep doing
alive?
it.
And they keep
Yeah,
doing
how are
it.
they still a company? Like, I don't understand.
Is this like a lawsuit fodder?
It literally
yeah, like, you could
is.
actually sue them over this shit. It's just no one's gonna do it because nothing bad happened. It's like when you sue someone, there have to be damages for you to get any
Yeah.
amount of
Well,
money.
yeah.
If there
like
aren't
getting hit by a
damages, the
car.
lawsuit's basically for nothing.
Yeah.
So if nothing bad came out of it, then they get off scot free, which
Yeah.
is kind of
I
fucked
find
up.
that
It's
odd,
sad, yeah.
Like-
Yeah, you can't even be like, oh, they gotta pay for lawyer fees because like there weren't any damages to you. You're suing for like something fucking no,
Spiked,
whatever.
most. Like it looks like
But,
you're sitting on a spike.
Yeah, someone mentioned Pokemon.
You might
Anyone
need
else pissed off with like Pokemon's been doing?
it. Never.
Dude, I
Oh, yeah.
have been pissed off for like
Right?
fucking
Dude,
years.
It started.
okay.
It started
Wait.
with like
X and Y.
yeah,
I never
X and
Somebody
Y
explain to me.
was like super easy and it wasn't like that great.
Okay, wait.
And then it went into
Dummy.
like
Are you shitting?
what did it go into? It went into remake, which was good, and then went to Sun and Moon and Sun and Moon 2. What happened there? How did they make Sun and Moon, and then just the next year? Or
And then
the-
just
the-
fart out a second game, right?
Somebody
It was
explain
the
to me what's-
exact same region, like barely any new Pokemon. There was barely any new
No,
content.
it's like I
It
hate
was
when
just-
people defend Nintendo like they're not as shitty as everything.
right? They can
Nintendo
be
is
so fucking
arguably
scummy.
worse than some of the shit. Like the shit they do with
Owen.
YouTubers,
Right? That you upload their fucking their game.
copyrighted. They own it. Like,
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
brutal.
If
It's,
somebody,
it's actually
Nintendo
so
is
fucked up,
such a fucked up company, and people just defend them because they made their childhood games.
right?
Mhm.
I mean, I'm
no, like
playing it.
fucking Nintendo is slowly being corrupted, just like Bethesda and fucking Activision.
So they've been corrupted, man. Not even getting corrupted. That company's fucking garbage.
Okay, wait. I have a few.
I don't
things
think
to say
they've
about
gotten like full on there yet, honestly.
Well, yeah,
I
because
think-
they still make somewhat decent games.
I have a few
Yeah,
things
but
to
like
say
the
about this, but
Pokemon like fucking packs
God
with
damn
like 2 DLCs of like adding
God
back
damn it.
Pokemon. Sorry, Braeden, but like I gotta like get this up.
And
Before
like I
forget
feel
about it.
so bad for these people who are like nostalgia baited into pre-ordering the new fucking
I
Pokemon
want to play the
games.
new Pokemon, but I can't. It's behind a fucking console paywall, and then it's behind DLC paywall now. If I want to get the full game,
And also
Really?
it's garbage.
right? Like, that's the thing.
It's-
If I want the same content as like Platinum, I'm now gonna have to buy a $400 console. Sorry, not 200.
Right?
$400 console, $80 game, and now two $20 DLCs.
And then the problem
Like,
with buying a Switch is it's not like buying a PS4. You can't play everything on it.
It's not like
you're
buying
buying
a DS.
You're
You're
just buying
buying it for
Nintendo
Nintendo.
things. Yeah.
Dude, like
And
original
yeah, and it's also
DSi
not
price.
cheap like a DS. Yeah.
What was the original DSi price?
Could somebody explain to me what's happening with Pokemon X, Y, and Sunshine and all that shit? I haven't done anything with Pokemon
It's
since they had
just-
30
they're
cards.
dumbing the games
What
down,
happened
making
was-
them, taking out all the
Yeah.
difficulty, all the fun, making them for like little retard kids, and then selling the rest of the game as DLC. Like fucking.
That's not even the worst part. The worst part about it, every single Pokemon to date, you have been able to obtain every Pokemon
Yeah.
from previous games.
Oh no.
It was just that was the main
They
feature.
cut out so much Pokemon.
You
Yeah.
in the new games,
Egger.
you cannot get half of the Pokemon. You were physically not able to transfer them into the new games.
That's actually
Yo, did you
stupid.
see
I-
what happened with the newer Pokemon and how they said that?
And then yeah, the entire
more
excuse
money.
for it was the animations. It would
Yeah.
cost them too much, and it would be too much like time in development for animations for every single move, for every single Pokemon. And you look at them, and my God, the Pokemon, it looked like someone grabbed it in Photoshop, moved it physically with their cursor, like
Huh.
in a circle shape, and then went to the enemy Pokemon and just made it look bigger and smaller.
Yep.
And that's the attack animation.
No.
yeah, but someone
How do you
found
miss?
out that they were the exact same like ports that they used for
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
X and Y.
Go, like no, they used for Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu.
Really?
Yeah.
Same exact.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. It's because that's the thing. A lot of people are like, "Oh, it's a new engine. They can't just port stuff." And it's like, that's not exactly how it
Ashley's
fucking
being
works, man.
taken right now? Are you kidding me?
That ain't
She's
how
on
it
the
just like.
move.
It's not like, oh, it's a new engine. Like they can't just copy and paste shit. No,
Yeah.
it's a new
Exactly.
engine that has a basis on the old engine. It's very also the assets are already there. There's no originality to it.
Yeah.
Even if they didn't copy and paste it, they just opened up a second monitor and just fucking imitated it. You know?
Like,
there's
where
there's
is she?
no originality to it.
Like, I do agree in the fact that Nintendo shouldn't get leeway with things just because they developed a bunch of kids games way back when. But there's one thing that like I have to, no matter what they do, I really have to give them. Their hardware is always like it's either top notch or innovative or something along those lines. Like back
Yeah,
in the
but it's
days,
gimmicky.
Yeah,
is
okay. The
gimmicky,
Wii,
but,
the Wii U was innovative. Was it good? No.
No, the Wii
No,
U wasn't.
I do
innovative.
agree that the Wii U wasn't good or like, and you could say
Well, I mean, it was
but, like,
innovative in like the fact that you could have like two screens and you could have like a portable and like physical thing that you could do at the same time.
yeah, but like with all that, like back when
The cool thing with the Wii U was the
Bruh.
the
Bruh.
the fucking all the what's the word I'm looking for? Like what kind of game is Dead by Daylight? Like the super dimensional multi. Are you shitting me?
It's,
I know what you're talking about.
Like the 4v1 kind of multiplayer
Yeah.
shit. Like that's what the Wii U is good at because
Yeah.
one dude had the little tablet,
Mhm.
the rest of the dudes were on the. But it's like that's so gimmicky. Like I'm
It
not buying a
is. It's
whole
very niche.
fucking console for Mario Party, man. Like,
No, yeah,
I
exactly.
could just play Mario Party 7 on my PC with a fucking emulator.
But like one thing that
Best
like
one, by the way.
the reason I'm giving Nintendo like the praise, so to say, for their hardware is back when they used to be like normally competing in consoles, back when Sega was their biggest competitor, they did good. Like the NES, they had to figure out whether or not the cartridges could be shoved in and removed 800 times without wear. And what they did was they put it in and took it out 800 times. Like they were dedicated to their craft way back.
Well,
they,
okay,
they-
the
But
thing
here's the
is, though,
problem is they
Braeden,
don't do that anymore.
Exactly.
that was like over 20 years ago now.
And that was
That
when
was
like video
40
games
years
were
ago.
new and you had to be
it
the
was
best.
4 years ago.
14.
Oh, 40.
Yeah.
Okay, that's even worse. Like what?
They started the development in 1980, if memory serves.
Yeah. So like 40 years ago. That's
Yeah.
such a long
Like,
time ago.
I
They
do
can't.
understand.
They cannot.
Oh,
possibly use
suplex,
that
let's go,
excuse
bud.
Gosh darn, man.
Yeah, but like with all their hardware things, I think that only started downfall by the time the 3DS came around. Because like
The Wii.
maybe well that's
I think the
around
Wii was a
the
great
same-
No, yeah, the
console.
Wii actually did a lot good because they didn't just do it
Yeah.
for like one game, you know? They did it
Yeah,
for like
they
all
had
their
sort
Sort
games.
of disagree, but
But like, and also with the Wii, like, I do have to give Nintendo, like, they make their things durable at the very least. Like Game Boy survived.
But again,
an
that doesn't.
explosion in
We're
the
talking
no,
like
but
the actual
I do
game.
just
Even
can
if
I
the
not be
consoles are
interrupted, please?
I feel like the fact that the Wii had the same exact hardware as the fucking GameCube, pretty much, but it had motion controls, is kind of fucked up.
It did have the same like processing power and graphics power, but with all that, like,
the shit ran like shit.
yeah, that's fair. Like, I completely agree with that when it comes to the Wii, but like, the fact that they're still willing to try new things, because like, even with that PC, yeah, you could use anything as a controller. You could easily get motion controls on there, but I think it's nice that they're doing like something different with the masses, because like.
But it's starting to just get annoying.
I mean, like, when they do something good, they do something good.
I'm gonna be
Like,
honest.
oh
this
great,
Switch
this
is
game
so
has
fucking
motion
dumb.
controls. Like
I understand that, but
I
at
don't
the
want
time,
that.
I know, but like at the time, well, yeah, some people did say that about some games, because to be fair, it was like poorly implemented or ported into some games. But when a game was from the start to finish made for motion controls, it was fun.
Yeah.
If it was done well, of course, which is
See,
like.
but another problem is like there's so many games for the Wii and shit that I love that I wish I could play without motion controls. Like Skyward Sword, that's such a good Zelda game, but the motion controls are gonna keep me from ever replaying it. I will
That's why
never
I enjoy
replay that game in my
emulators.
life. No, but it's like I can emulate it, but then I need to get my fucking Wii sensor bar plugged into my fucking computer.
No, that's what I'm saying.
And then
It's
I
like,
need to fucking. It's just like it's so much work. Like I'm never gonna replay that game ever again, despite how
Fair.
much I liked it, because
I'm
they
pre-
had to shove in these fucking motion controls so hard.
I'm pretty sure there are like things where you can play it with a normal controller.
No, but you can't with that game because their actual boss is designed around like slashing in certain ways and shit.
I don't know. It just seems like something the PC community would take up.
Yeah, but like at that point, you're just getting like
What's the point?
a
Yeah,
bunch
it's
of
so much work. Yeah,
to change the original game.
exactly.
It doesn't become the original game anymore.
Like I love the story, I love the dungeons in that game, but like the fact that it's just all made around motion controls, I'm never gonna replay that game again. And since it was made on the Wii, it also looks like garbage.
But that's the thing, like too. You're saying like Nintendo like hardware, how it's like great and all. Dude, let's be honest. The Switch not that great.
Honest,
fair.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that great hardware
I
wise.
agree.
Like both like what's actually in it, and also the fact that like you can carry it around and put it onto TV and shit. It's like okay, so it's a 3DS with a fucking HDMI cable
It's
attached.
just a really
Right?
powerful
Yeah.
Like
thing,
what?
yeah.
Like no, it's so cringe. Especially when it came out, people were like, "Oh, it's gonna be like PlayStation quality and stuff." It's like no,
No, but think about this, it's like just
No.
barely the same like processing power as a
Yeah.
PS4, except the PS5 is coming out soon. And the
Exactly,
Switch just
right?
came out, right?
like
so they're
it's an
gonna be
entire
The Switch
generation
came out a
behind.
while ago,
yeah,
didn't it?
Nintendo always has
Yeah.
been a whole generation behind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's like
that's
it
fair.
hasn't even reached PS4 levels yet,
That's why I
And
said
it's like-
barely, like
and
it's
the
not
PS5's
even
already
there.
coming out. Like it's so outdated already. If it
Yeah.
wasn't for like the quality of the games that Nintendo puts out, the fucking Switch would have been dead like the first 3 weeks.
Easy. Except for like Nintendo fan hearts,
And
like
like
my
the
roommate
thing
over
was
there.
like when it got released, people were like, "No, it's gonna be great. It's gonna have a ton of processing power, whatever." It's like, yeah, you put it into the dock and it gets overclocked,
Slight.
Yeah.
which I don't even know how that's gonna work for the life of the Switch.
Yeah.
Like
Apparently
that's
well.
still to be tested, by the way. How
Yeah,
long will a Switch actually last?
Haven't those things been
Honest.
out for like 3 years though?
Switch?
Didn't it come out in 2017 if I remember?
Let me see.
You know what's funny is they
Not
did
for a
just they
while.
did just turn it into a glorified DS with the fucking Switch Lite.
Exactly.
How's
It
the
came out
Switch
in
like?
2017.
Yeah. So it's been well, maybe in
It's
a month
been
or two, 3
18,
years, give or take.
19. So it's been 3. It was March 3rd.
March 3rd. So yeah, no, it's been over.
So it's
3
been
years
3
by this
years,
point.
right?
And there's no big issues surrounding Switch like overclock, but like it's not overclocked by that much. Dude.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but that's the thing. It's like a
Aaron,
Switch. When you buy a console, you're gonna want it to last for 6 years, 7 years.
Just so you know, we're on a
That's
podcast.
Don't say anything bad. The average console life cycle is what 6-7 years?
I think it got down to like 5 with everything because with the Xbox
No, it's definitely
Scorpio
not
and like
5.
with
No.
like nowadays, because with like the Xbox Scorpio, the PS Pro, like
Yeah, I
I
think he's
agree.
right.
Yeah, no, that's still in like the same
Yeah.
console life cycle.
I do.
Oh!
There are barely any.
I
Like,
don't think so. because, like,
Shanker
when push comes
over
to
the
shove,
chest.
You're buying an entirely.
I hate this
console.
area
Like,
so much.
like it could be.
you're
considered
buying a
slight-
slightly upgraded console.
Yeah, no.
That was always a thing.
Like, it is-
The PS3 compared to the PS3 Slim, they're two different consoles technically.
Yeah.
PS3 Slim
Exactly.
runs faster.
Dude, come here.
Exactly.
Is there any
like,
actual difference? Not really. No.
But then the PS3 Slim come out within like a
And it's
year
like,
or two of the original.
Why should I have to
It was like 3
fucking
years.
spend
Sure,
$500
4
for my games to run at 30 FPS?
Right?
No,
Dude,
yeah.
Get a PC, and you've now eliminated the fucking life
People who
cycle.
unironically think that console. I'm not even gonna get into that.
Like no,
That's
will
a
get
big
mad.
argument, yeah.
like I understand there are positives to console, like the simple
There is
stuff,
not.
the simple. I think it's these like
I can do everything I want on a
I
fucking
mean,
PC.
the only positive about consoles, they're easier to like gain entry to, and that's it.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like I do count that as the only positive. I just don't understand people being like, yeah, no, it's gonna have more processing power. Like no matter what, you can build a better PC than that because
Yeah,
like
do it.
server me who?
Keydrain.
I can't even.
So we're trying to have an actual
said
conversation. It's like,
anything?
penis,
Oh, okay, I can't do that out.
Yeah,
But-
so the average console life cycle is like 6 years.
All right.
Some are 7, some are 8, but like the average is 6.
If you look at this generation, it's probably like 6 to 7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 2013 for the PS4 till today, like this very day. Actually, not this very day.
It doesn't
when
feel
it
like
was
that long.
A year ago.
Is that just me?
It's been 4 years, so it'd be
makes
like 5 years now. So it's gonna be 6 by the time it comes out.
It felt so short.
Yeah, right.
I think it's been goddamn forever.
Or I
Really?
could just have my
It's been on
PC and just keep upgrading it forever instead of.
Oh yeah, well 100%.
Yeah,
PC's the way to go
PCs.
for longevity.
Yeah,
This is the
PC.
way to
And
go
for
for it.
quality, and for access to the most
Versatility.
amount of content.
That's what I'm
Versatility.
saying. Like, PC needs to stay a free platform. I hate also how like their fucking like consoles are monopolizing like the online of it.
Yeah, no, you have to pay for
PlayStation
online,
3
like,
was so good by the fact you didn't have to pay
exactly,
for
like that's what
multiplayer.
it had over Xbox. And then they're like
Right?
PS4, they're like, nope, you have to pay now. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
Epic,
I guess
like-
there's no reason to buy your console over Xbox anymore.
Actually, how much is the PlayStation Plus every year?
$60 a year.
A year.
60 a year?
It's the same for Xbox.
So 60 times 6 years. Or
60
sorry, yeah.
times 6
So
is
60 for a
360.
year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so then it
Discount.
ends up being $360 extra that you're spending
Exactly, you're
that's
buying a
insane.
whole
on top
other
of your
console.
console. If you want to play online. And sure, like some people don't want to play online,
But like,
but a vast
come on,
majority
dude.
of people
Especially the
are gonna
way
have an
games are
online game that they want
focused.
to play at some point.
Especially the way games are focused these days. Like they're
Exactly.
all online. Everything is
Yeah.
online.
Yeah.
Not all of them, but like a lot of them.
A majority.
We were talking
Yeah.
about like how split screen it's being.
Essentially
yeah, but
all.
games like God of War that are single
Okay,
player
well,
games
yeah,
that aren't online,
yeah.
right?
But that's like half
Horizon
the
Zero
games.
Dawn.
That's like half
Last
the
of
games
Us
at
that's gonna
most,
come
though.
out.
That's like half the games at
Sekiro.
most.
That's what?
It's like half the games out there these days
yeah,
at
that's what I'm
most.
saying. That's why I'm saying like the majority
That's
of games
another
are
thing I
online.
hate is just the lack of just good single player games nowadays. Like,
Yeah.
everything has to have a multiplayer or like.
Dude, fucking EA saying that shit. How like people just don't like single player now games now, and they released fucking that Star Wars game that was single.
And it
player.
was really
Yeah.
good.
It did
People
good.
loved it.
Yeah.
It
Like,
did good.
take a
right?
hint.
Like, how can you say something?
I think for
so
people
dumb?
like me, where I would rather play a
Oh my
single player game any day of the week over a multiplayer game, like
Exactly.
that just hurts, man.
I mean, I'm just
Like I
talking
want more single player games.
Exactly, like, shit like that is just so annoying, and especially since it's one of like the biggest fucking companies. If one of their games does
yeah.
good without having single player, other companies will
Exactly, they'll
emulate
just
it.
follow suit. Yeah.
Someone's just got to lead the way, but no
Like
one has the
Black
balls
Ops
to.
4 Didn't even have a campaign. Like, okay.
Exactly. Like, shit
Exactly.
like that was so fun. Like it doesn't. I realize it definitely like cost them like a bit to make the campaign, but they're using the same assets that they do for multiplayer.
And not only that, it's like the campaign. While not everyone will play it, that's part
Like
of the
good
reason the
majority.
game is worth $80.
Very good.
Exactly.
It's because
Yeah.
they put that campaign.
And it's
in
part of
there.
the reason COD got the name it did over the
Yeah,
years.
exactly.
You know, their
It's
campaigns
like
have been
the
great.
Modern Warfare campaigns. and
They've
shit.
been
Well, dude,
awesome.
it started as a single player game, did it not?
Yeah,
it did. Yeah.
Exactly. So how
Like,
do they go from a single player game?
They're
where it
just
got
leaving
all
their
its
roots in
popularity,
general. Yeah.
right, into a multiplayer only game?
Sad to
then-
see.
Culture around the game.
Exactly. Like it's so fucking ridiculous. But back to the console thing. A normal console is about $400-$500. How much was a PS4 release?
I
I
have
have
not
no
priced a
idea.
console in years.
500. or
Probably like
something.
500, I think.
It was $400.
Like
But-
that's actually disgusting. Like,
But that was like $2013.
Well, yeah.
That was.
So
that's actually
more
so
money.
disgusting for
That's
something
even
that
more though.
But think about this. You're paying $400, and most like average PS4 players are gonna buy the PS4 Pro when it comes out. They're gonna buy the PS4 Slim. They're gonna be paying for online, and they're gonna buy the PS5 when it comes out.
It's just a
Like,
whole
that's
lot
so
of money for
fucked
no
up.
good reason. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Fucked
So
up.
400 USD plus another $360 for the online.
That's like
No, man.
600 Canadian.
I don't care what the
We are
conversion
not
right now.
doing conversion.
But just 360 plus the 400.
Because with or without conversion rates, these are absurd values.
So
But
now
it's also
you're
just like the fact that the
760,
people are
like-
stupid and keep buying like the Pro and the
Exactly.
Slim.
Oh,
Hello?
Easton, come on. Okay.
Well, my okay, no, my left stick is actually broken.
yeah, you aim in this game with your left stick. So you know.
Yeah, and my left stick is broken. It will drift to the left if I press too hard to the left sometimes. It's making everything a lot harder than it needs to be, but...
Well, Andre, you need to convert their console because we have it's 60 Canadian for their.
Well, yeah, but we're not worrying about that, though.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, but it would
We're
also
talking
be a
about the
higher
American
price
price.
for the
Yeah,
console.
well, the
anyway.
point of the matter is it's a lot of
400
money.
US
The
is
point
not
of the
400
matter is
CAD, and
it's a
the
lot
point
of money.
that matters is a lot of money.
Yeah, we're doing a rough estimate, like around $700 to $800.
It's too much money. That's the point.
For
It's like,
$800, you can get like 90% of a computer.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, you
No,
get
you
an entire-
can get a
yeah.
computer.
Well,
yeah.
no, yeah, I'm saying like
You
a
don't
good
have to
computer.
build
Is what I'm
things
saying.
like
Like
No, but
90%
you
of
can
good
get a
computer.
decent budget computer and then just upgrade it when you have the money.
Exactly.
Exactly. Like my RAM is absolute shit right now because I was budgeting that in the case, and I could easily swap that out just because I didn't have the money to spend on it at the time.
Oh no,
You can't do that with console.
Tragic.
you didn't
I
do
still
any
have to get
damage.
more RAM. Either way, like that's one of the things. Like you could build a $400 PC and then like run Linux on it and easily turn that into a gaming machine, so you don't even have to worry
Mhm.
about the price of Windows or anything like that. But then you get to the point of like, I hate how restrictive everything in console is. Like with the PS3
Yeah, I
Linux
know.
thing that we discussed earlier. But even with like proprietary controls, I do understand you want people using like your PS3 controller. But when it comes to things like the Switch, which like I do I also hate Nintendo fanboys being like, yeah, no, I understand like console online being garbage, but Nintendo online, like Owen is exactly like that, and I hate
I know.
it.
Owen is the ultimate Nintendo fanboy, and it makes me so
Yes.
mad.
Yeah.
How much you just That Nintendo's garbage. Like he is literally just suckling the fucking fat cock of Nintendo every time they say anything, dude. Like Owen actually pisses me off. He's such a fucking mindless, like, just follower of Nintendo. It
Lackey.
pisses me off. Yeah.
Do you want me to cut this part out, or are you okay with him seeing
No,
I
this?
don't care.
All
I
right,
love
man,
you,
I'm
Owen,
just
but you're
saying, yeah.
fucking stupid. Like, listen to whatever they say, and you just like always defend them, no matter how much they fuck you over. It's disgusting.
Like I don't understand that about like, how could you get so attached to a gaming company?
Right? Like, what
Like,
are
I
they
do
doing
want-
from you
it's
besides
like a
taking your money, man?
People's childhood, like I don't even get it.
Me neither. Like,
Like-
emulate those games that you
Like,
want.
that
man,
is
so
one of the
bad.
reasons why
Like
Nintendo is
Pokemon
so
was part of my
defended, is
childhood. I
because it's
fucking hate
people's
Nintendo
childhood.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking like Skyrim was like a really like
Yeah,
big
dude.
game that I played.
Yeah.
I don't like Bethesda
Yeah, I
right
know.
now. They fucking
Exactly.
don't
Yeah.
care.
Exactly.
Dude, even Riot, like I've played League of Legends for like 7 or 8 years now, and like even I agree that they're just fucking so dumb. Like the Eternal system, that entire shit is such a cash grab, and I hate it. I hate how like they're doing shit like this, and they're just getting away with it because there's no other big competitor that can
Mhm.
fuck them over,
That's what I hate about those.
Like, who gonna play Dota, bro?
right?
Cringe.
Who is gonna play Dota? Nobody.
Like, I do understand like a company like
Yeah,
winning.
yeah.
I do
That
understand.
exists still, right?
I do
Nope.
understand like a company winning, so to say, in a few aspects. But when you have like what is essentially a monopoly,
You can just do whatever you want.
Yeah.
exactly.
And that's the thing about most game companies these days. They're not going to take risks if a formula is going to
Oh,
keep
no,
on pumping
none of
out
them
money.
do none of them take risks. Ever.
Exactly.
The only
And
ones that
that's-
take
dude,
risks are indie
Resident
companies.
Evil 7, respect.
Yeah.
That whole game was a risk, and it's a fucking god tier game. They switched from third person to first person. They went back to survival horror. They made a whole new engine for it, which, by the way, the RE engine is my favorite engine ever right now.
Yeah.
That engine is so fucking beautiful. Everything runs beautifully, even though like I can run every game on the RE engine on max settings with good
Exactly.
frames on my moderate rig. Okay, rig I say. Like,
Rig.
but like actually, like the engine is so well made, and like they did all that for like a brand new game that was changed. Like I don't know. I just
Mhm.
wish like the risks paid off, and I wish companies would do it more.
Yeah,
'Cause, like,
exactly.
taking a risk for something good and new is like so worth it. Because Resident Evil 7 sold so well and just had such good PR. But People
Dude.
should take risks.
That
I know
actually
this-
reminds me of like fucking GTA and how like so many like games have tried to just emulate the online for it.
Fucking hate that shit. I hate GTA Online. I hate all the games trying to copy it.
GTA is online fun to fuck around it. I can't say that.
Well, yeah, it is fun. It's
I mean,
just-
there's a
it
reason a lot of
sucks
people
that
play it. Yeah.
People are like
Yeah.
fucking. They're like
Fucking
like
modders.
Watchdogs tried to fucking copy it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
sad,
Both
really.
games, not just the first one, like both of them. Fucking Red Dead Redemption 2 has an online similar to GTA, does it not?
Yeah, it
It
does.
does, except it's garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But
That's
then
what
again, I
mean.
think GTA Online is just garbage, to be honest.
I think it's fun to just like mess around with friends, but that
Yeah.
like it gives you just like an entrance to it. Like you fucking around with your friends, like the actual like the actual
Oh, yeah.
fun of it kind of thing.
Ravi.
Yeah.
I did finish the source. This is just a me and Ravi thing. I did finish the source on one of them, but when I read through the rest of them, I can't really tack out quotes without reading the rest of it.
Bro,
or
you
else
gotta
nothing
take.
makes
We're doing the
sense.
podcast. Go to a different
Okay.
chat, man.
Well,
No, that was like a 2 second. I'm done. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But like, but I know this is like completely off topic now, but I just find it so odd because you know how we were talking about like Fallout 76 only surviving because 10-year-olds with their mom's credit cards?
well, that's
Yeah.
GTA. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
it
It
is.
just feels so odd to me that like the stuff that they tack on because one of the things was a bottle of rum.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, they're creative.
What
They're creative, if nothing else.
Yeah. Like they are fully
get it.
aware of what they're doing. That
Well,
game
actually-
brings.
Braden's making us lose the plot here.
Yeah. Hold up. Who else is happy that GameStop's fucking dying?
Yes.
You know what? It's sad
You
to
cut
see.
it
It's like,
completely for me.
you know, it's kind of like bookstores, though. You know, you kind of hate to see it, but it's the way things are gonna go.
You cut out completely for me.
I don't hate to see it. Bunch
Really?
of fucking scammers.
Yeah. No, I
Wait.
fucking hate GameStop
Yeah,
so much.
Cut out what.
I think this is your internet, man.
Yeah.
No, it is mine. I was just asking why, like what he said.
No, I think they're fucking scammers.
GameStop.
Dude,
They are.
like buying games for like $3 and selling them at like 40. Like,
Right?
that's so fucking stupid.
No,
And
yeah,
some of
I
them,
agree.
Like, they're fucking discs are scratched to all hell, and they still sell them.
And
Yeah.
the worst shit, another, the big thing I hate about GameStop is the shit like, new games you can trade in for $30. Like a game that just
You
a
just
game
Domer.
that just came out is worth $30 to trade back in. Like,
Right?
No, yeah.
what? Like,
Like, I
are you
understand they
shitting
have to make a profit, and there are risks with like getting a game, but like just test it out before you fucking buy it. Like just
Okay.
load it up, see if it works, do a physical check. Are there any scratches on it? No.
Okay, so
Then,
like, no, go ahead. Sorry, I kind of interrupted you.
No, go. Say what you're saying.
Okay, so I was gonna say maybe just to like correct my statement. I don't miss GameStop and like EpicGames as companies.
You miss the
I miss
nostalgia of going out and buying a physical
buying
game.
a disc.
Like a
Yeah, just
Blockbuster.
disc
Yes.
disc
No,
I
games.
don't.
You know.
Honestly, I am so glad Steam
Okay.
exists, and I am so fucking mad about the Epic Store. That's gonna be the next topic. Hold
honestly,
up, we won't go
I
there
think
yet.
buying a disc is an experience.
Yeah, it's
but
an
buying
experience, but
digitally
it's
is better in
not.
every way.
Yeah. It's
There's
definitely
no
a lot
point to buying a
better.
game, like
I do
in
agree.
physical copy.
Like,
Dude,
Yeah.
digital like thing that or not digital, like physical like games that I like would 100% want to buy, are, like games that I just absolutely love and will
Yeah.
forever love.
Yeah.
And just to have as like an actual like collection almost.
Yeah.
Like,
I
not
mean, like-
as an actual like
It's
let
like
me
buying
let me
vinyl.
put in my disc.
Yeah.
Exactly.
and
It's
boot up
like
this
buying
game.
vinyl.
Yeah.
Because like I have no reason to own any of the vinyls that I have. I could easily get most of it higher quality online, and but I
Exactly.
just enjoy like the physicality of it. I enjoy it.
That's the
Like, for-
only fucking thing
Yeah.
that
But even still, there's nigh a good game enough for me to fucking
Mhm.
want to own it physically.
Not these
and then
days, yeah.
another problem arises where if I want to own it physically, I have to own it for a console, and then it's like, what's the fucking
Yep.
point? I'm
No,
never gonna
yeah.
play it.
There is
That's
like
actually something I don't really like, is that there's no physical PC games anymore. They
Yeah.
just don't exist.
I honestly have
But
not owned a
it's-
single one of those. Like a physical PC game, never in my
I don't-
life.
I think
Ever.
the only two I've ever owned is Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne and Spore.
I owned a
I own
roller
the actual
coaster
disc
simulator.
store.
I got a
Oh yeah, I
roller-
had Roller Coaster Tycoon
Yeah.
3 Platinum, yeah.
Goddamn, I got that with 30 minutes of free internet.
Huh.
Oh,
One of those discs. But like I was never too much of like a big games kid. I was more into movies. Like I'd spend way more of my time doing that.
Right.
But and like well other things in general. But with all of that, one thing I found like I never got a physical game for myself. I always got it for my birthday or something like that.
yeah.
So I do have to admit it is an experience like being in the back of a car holding a game disc.
Yeah.
No,
Like
yeah.
going home. The only time I've had that experience is Fallout 4. So throw it in
What's
my
out?
memory because that's the only time I've ever had it.
Fuck, I was gonna say something about compute.
Something about Epic.
Something about Epic.
No, not that. I
Like
was like
digital
actually. No, I remember that. Thought.
We were talking about the physicality of things.
Yeah, it's gone. I'll come back
It's
to this
gone.
later.
May I add GameStop thing?
Fine. I am so like, I hate how fucking what.
Thank you.
Ravi goes, may I add something to the GameStop thing? You go, yeah. So the fucking thing.
Oh my bad. Yeah, go around.
Brutal.
Yeah, so GameStop, like their company has just been gone to shit because they're trying to like increase sales that are dying. And they're trying to look in their
A problem
inventory.
with that, Ravi, like sort of where you're coming from, just adding on to that, is like games aren't selling physically anymore, so GameStop is just like a glorified toy store and shit.
Yeah, it
now.
really is.
Like they sell more pop vinyls and like shitty like paraphernalia than actual.
It's literally
games.
half the
The
store.
reason that I would ever go into a game store,
More than
anymore,
half the
it's
store
like a
is just like
PS3
shitty
game or something.
paraphernalia.
Yeah.
Dude, they have
But
so
even
many,
then, there's
PS3
there's just
games and shit.
even then there's better like local game stores.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
I
there is.
swear. Even then, there's better like local game stores to do that kind of shit for. Like games, like
Yeah,
that shit has
games. Games is a good
hundreds
place.
of good
Games.
classic games, and it's like it's all cheap. Well, it's
Yeah.
not cheap, but it's
Yeah,
it's
cheap.
priced
It's
fairly.
it's
No,
moderately
but
priced.
that's
Yeah.
that's how expensive it is, though.
Yeah.
No, I
It's
know,
not
but it's
overpriced. Like
funny.
the game is rare. Like it's
Yeah.
Yo,
It-
Rare? Like Rare the company? Rare the
it
Yes,
is
it
made
is,
by
yeah.
Rare. Yes.
One thing I found really scummy about GameStop is like there's a global pandemic going around. The elderly and
Yeah,
immunocompromised.
that's what I was trying to get to as well.
Yeah. The it's a necessity. Fucking
Oh,
Yeah, they-
is that actually a thing?
yeah.
Yeah,
It
they
does
called
make
That's
themselves.
fucking essential?
Yep.
They
Oh
called
my God.
themselves that. That's what
Yeah,
gets
the
me.
government
That's
had
so cringe.
shut down. Well, the U.S. government had to
Yeah.
force them to shut down.
The
Rightfully
fact that they
so.
forced
Dude,
us back
yeah,
then
it's because if they
was-
fucking shut down now, they're just gonna go bankrupt.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
They already are.
Yeah.
They're barely fucking staying alive.
You just gotta know when to
Like,
fold them, I
hate
guess.
goddamn- I hate like
And sadly, they don't.
They do not.
I hate people who don't take this shit seriously enough, but entire companies.
Yeah, it's sad to
That-
see.
Even the company
That
itself
really
was
gets me.
trying to get their employees to like
I
make
can't see,
sales
man.
otherwise.
Sad.
Yeah.
That's the
Like,
F right there.
phones and
Wait, she's- oh my God.
Yeah, like I obviously don't know the
Pog.
validity of this quote, but it's one thing I saw on Twitter. I think it might have been like a grocery store, maybe.
No.
I don't honestly remember, but it said something about like somebody in the grocery store came down with the virus and they kept the minimum
He
wage
got the
employees there and
virus.
they sent the supervisors home. Like,
Really?
How scummy do you have to be to not like? You're sacrificing somebody at that point. You're fully aware of the dangers and you're just leaving them there without knowledge.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. I think it was something about like the company knowing that there had been someone there with coronavirus. They didn't warn their employees, and their supervisors had been home for like weeks.
Yeah, like I obviously
No,
don't
I
know
saw,
the
I saw that.
validity
I
of this
don't
quote.
remember what it
Yes,
was, but I did see something like that.
I saw that on Reddit through Twitter.
Is a
Yeah,
meme.
On
The
Reddit.
sucks about working during the pandemic is that you still get a minimum wage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's no like say like a 25 temporary increase, 25-cent
Hey,
increase.
I'll
for
have you
working.
know, I'm getting paid $2 extra to risk my life.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. We're not.
Rightfully
It's
so.
amazing.
Yeah, that's cool. We're not. Manga.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
but still-
fucking want hazard pay. Yo, Shallow was actually gonna talk to a lady about the hazard pay thing.
Shiloh is actually our savior at Tim's. I'm not gonna lie.
But anyways, okay, back to the topic of video games. Epic Game Store. I'm so glad that shit's so like done now.
Yeah.
There aren't
Yes.
fucking paywalling games anymore because I honestly personally think they've just run out of money to do that.
Oh yeah, they have.
I
For
think
sure.
it's just running Fortnite's starting off obviously, but
Yeah.
That's
Also
the
the
thing.
fact
Like
that they-
Fortnite's
That
dying.
was
They
their
don't have
main
that
income,
constant
yeah.
Cash flow. Just
Exactly.
like
They used up all their money at the start and
Yep.
it got them some people.
Instead of-
but like now it's fucking.
instead of
backfiring.
saving it for like the good like actual smart. Like they didn't use it smart. You know, they just bought
That's
everything.
the
Like
thing.
Metro. Like no
I
one
think it's
gave a
also
shit
money.
that Metro was an Epic Games exclusive.
right?
Mhm.
Or like the
Right.
fucking was it Outer Wilds or like
Yeah,
Outer Worlds,
like,
yeah.
Right?
no one gave a shit about that. They're just wasting their money.
And I'm so happy they fucked it up. I'm
Well, I
happy.
think
Me too.
What they do
Shitty
is
store
they
with
know-
no. I'm sorry, Abby. Go ahead. I'm just fuming.
I think it's not the money that's the problem for them. I think they just know they're going to get bad rep if they keep on doing it.
No, they don't care about the
Oh,
route.
yeah.
They
They
said
care
it.
about the money.
Yeah.
It's 100% a money thing at this point.
I
Because
just
they
really
probably
think
care
multiple
about
times,
bad
Robbie, they
rep.
don't care about the
Dude,
bad
why would they
rep.
care about a bad rep when the store first came out? When first impressions are so important,
yeah.
right? Like you want to make a good impression to start. Once you have a bad impression, it doesn't matter. You can keep
There's
rolling with
crossbow
it.
guys.
There are.
I think now they've run out of money, and there's no real big games coming out for them to even capitalize on.
Mhm.
And it's like I remember I saw a thing. I think it was like White Boy 7th Street or something.
I
Back in the-
hate him.
Yeah, back in the Call of Duty days, what he would do is he would just make giveaways, and you would be like, like and subscribe and leave a comment, right? And you had to be liked and subscribed, whatever. But what that did is it gave him millions of subscribers that are just gone because they're
Yeah.
inactive accounts.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened with Epic. They got the accounts there, they got people buying it, and then it all went away because people are just like, okay, I have it for this one game that was cheaper on Epic.
Yep,
Yeah,
now I'm
And
gone.
now I'm back to Steam. And
Yeah,
every
man.
time I want to play the game, I'll go to Epic. So they got it cheaper there, but then I'm just gonna go right back to Steam, and there's gonna be
Yep.
no difference.
Yeah, I downloaded the Arkham games through Epic and then never opened like the
Exactly.
launcher itself
Same.
again. I just
I have the Arkham games in. I actually
Yeah.
forgot I had the Arkham games in there.
Yeah,
Wait,
no.
No, like it's like there was like that World War Z game was free for Epic Games. I went, added it to my account, still haven't installed the launcher. Like I don't think I ever will. It's just like nice to know that I got that for free.
And the fact
Exactly,
that
yeah.
like stealing
A
Steam
game-
data, like
A game that
fuck
they
them.
paid to have exclusive to their store is being given away for free because it didn't sell.
It's
Like,
really,
I
really
have it,
nice
like,
to
that is
see.
fucking pog.
I mean, like,
The only reason why I have the Epic launcher still on my account is because of Unreal Engine.
oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that is the one thing I will give them credit for. They do actually license their Unreal Engine pretty well and very cheaply. But that's literally the only thing Epic Games does.
Yeah.
right.
The engine itself is free. Like, the whole...
Yeah.
You can
Like I think it's like for personal uses, it's free.
yeah.
And it's like if you actually want to use it in any game, you actually have to get a certain amount of sales for that game before you have to pay anything.
Yeah.
And like royalty fees.
That's like a SketchUp does the same thing. If you guys know what SketchUp is, and I enjoy that.
Yes.
Exactly. Like I think they licensed their shit like their engine really well, which I am like.
They were
happy with.
better when they were just a fucking like publisher and a dev, you know what I mean? Before they tried to do this whole store garbage.
I don't know why they ever tried to do the story.
Yeah.
Like I know why, but like it just doesn't make sense.
That's fair.
It's just
Doesn't.
scummy.
When was
Just
the last
fucking
time you
over
heard
the
something
people
about
who
the
are
Epic Store?
supporting. Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
It's
I'll
like
look up
so
Epic
big
Store
and
right now.
obnoxious for like what, a week?
Oh. Here, I'm gonna look up Epic Store right now. I'm getting stuff from like 2018. Oh, there's one from April 5th, 2019.
Yo.
It's actually
Only,
ridiculous.
like,
Polygon. And it's talking about theories about why it started and when it came out.
I mean, like as for like,
That's
not
literally
really-
one of the theories. Epic Game Store is spyware stealing personal data.
Yep.
Yep.
That's one of the theories for why the Epic Store exists.
aged like wine.
Yep.
That's like, I don't get it. This is it. It's
No,
such
yeah.
a stupid
Steam should be
fucking
the
thing.
only.
I don't think Steam
I
should
don't
be the
online
only
gaming
one.
store.
I think whichever platform is best should be the only.
Yeah.
I am
Dude, but
so
that's
happy
Steam right
But
now,
no,
is it not?
There should never
Well, yeah,
be
but,
an
like-
only one. That's
Yeah,
bad.
there should never.
Because
A
that
monopoly is one of the worst things
Yeah.
you can have. And honestly, I'm so glad Steam hasn't fucked anyone over.
exactly.
And I'm
Well,
so
yeah.
surprised by it.
If Steam was the only thing, they would never have to improve.
Yeah, I guess so.
But
That's
honestly,
why it's
Steam
good
has
that there's
improved
these
so
smaller
much.
stores to keep them in check.
But even then,
And
like,
also, it's
honestly,
good that
Steam
they're in
doesn't
hands
have
with
to.
Valve. That's what I mean. Like Valve is actually a good company.
Valve is a really
Yeah.
honest company.
Like, I'm
yeah.
so glad, like, the stuff that they've done. And like they do have like some like lawsuits sometimes, but like it's usually very minor things.
Yeah.
The only thing, one thing I don't like about Steam is their like percentage versus Epic for games.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
Epic,
that is one of the things. But like the thing is, Epic Games has it so low because it has all that Fortnite money,
Yeah.
right? That's the only reason.
And plus, they wanted to get our developers on.
Yeah,
their-
exactly. But like that's the thing. Once that money ran out, now like you don't hear anything about the Epic Games Store.
Yeah, that's the thing with Steam. Like, there is a bit more of a premium, but at the same time, you get good service out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
And another
Trust
thing about
your
Steam is
platform.
like the support is
That you
so
get into
good.
entire community, like the workshop. that can keep a game going for years.
Yeah.
Like
Like,
Look at
Skyrim.
Gary's mod. Yeah.
Yeah, Gary's mod
mod,
just keeps on going.
Skyrim, like Fallout.
TF2 is 11 years old.
Yeah.
It's still going strong.
Like,
Like,
how old is Life 4 Dead 3?
you said, like,
Non-existent.
Yeah,
Left 4
what?
Dead 2.
0 years old.
Yeah,
I mean-
Left 4 Dead 2 is like 2010, 2011.
Yeah, something like that.
yeah, that's almost a decade old.
Yeah,
if
it's
not
just
better.
like, and people still hop on it and still have like new mods and shit being made every single
yeah,
day.
like I could be chased by Terry Crews yelling,
Yeah, exactly,
"All
right?
Macho Man Randy Savage. Yeah, Savage.
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 I actively,
That's the
actively
Russian version.
Yeah.
I actively want to go into the game and be chased by Terry Crews saying "All right" from that song. I forget the song's name.
Fair enough. I don't remember it either.
God damn. Like, all right. Either way, or
Hey,
Oh,
by
yeah.
Outcast.
Yeah.
by Outcast.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
Thank you. Goddamn. One, like, going off on a bit more of a business tangent, kind of like going off the rails of this bit.
Business tangent.
Yeah, goddamn. What Apple does, while it's kind of like scummy at times, where you're selling like $1,000 pen, like I don't. Because like one thing that I did enjoy about Apple was Steve Jobs. Like he wasn't an engineer.
How did this
he
guy
didn't
get to Apple?
Yeah, well, what are you on about, man?
He's
I
talking
don't know.
businesses
I
in
remember there
general.
being a connection somewhere, but then somebody interrupted me, and now I forget where the connection was. But I remember that being
on the market.
maybe the minute. Oh yeah,
How
the
does-
Monopoly.
Get to Apple.
No, you can't say
Bro,
that.
bro.
Sorry.
Okay, so he's at the
Bro.
flaming horses. The flaming horses.
Flaming
Flaming
horses.
horses. Okay.
I don't get
This
it.
is just a part of the podcast.
These are the
These are the
key points.
timestamps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big cheese and flaming
Big
horses.
cheese and flaming horses so far are the two racial slurs of the podcast.
I remember how I got here now with the Monopoly chat. Alright, like, Apple does have a very odd type of monopoly. Like, they obviously don't have a monopoly in the fact that Windows exists,
Yeah.
but they do have a monopoly on, like, how should I say, premium technology. Like, there is HP, there is things like that that are premiums, but when you want, like when people think of the cream of the crop of some things, they think of MacBook.
Yeah, like the
Because-
go-to for creating and like, you know,
Yeah.
like
Well, Mac is used a lot in like a lot of like graphic design.
exactly. It's a lot. It's very. It's a very
Yeah.
artistic thing. You know, it's good for running the Adobe stuff and all that. You know.
Exactly.
PC's better running it. It's just Mac's UI.
Mac has certain software that is just better
Yeah.
for like overall
Apple,
creativity.
Just for overall graphic.
Apple has
Design
made
and
it
everything.
like incredible software in that regard.
Bro, why, like Braeden, you keep just distracting us from the topic
Yeah,
that is
like-
video games, man.
May I just say real quick that we are an hour and
Video games
15
is
minutes
set
in.
topic.
So should we wrap this up soon?
We
or
should
no?
wrap it up kind of soon because I want to go to bed,
Dude,
man. It's
we
5
have
o'clock.
to.
Okay, okay, 5:10 we wrap it
It
up.
is
then.
5
15.
o'clock.
Aw, 5:10?
Can we do that?
Yes, 5:10.
Okay, one of our final topics. Fuck Konami and like what they did with
Yeah.
Agreed.
Kojima.
Agreed.
That was so like scummy and like getting rid of his name from like the front of the foot. That was so petty.
Well,
I don't
didn't
even
also
get it,
stop
man.
him from
cutting out
entering
the fucking
convention.
third of fucking Metal Gear Solid 5.
They did?
Yeah, the game is unfinished because they cut out the final chapter.
Oh, what the fuck? I didn't know
had
that.
He had to cut out the actual true end of the game and replace it with like a cliffhanger garbage because there was just nothing.
Wow.
They
that's
cut
so
out the
far.
final act of the game because they wanted it to release. That's one of the reasons he left, is they wouldn't let him finish his fucking game.
Dude, I know they also didn't let him show up at the Game Awards.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Like,
didn't.
I was like, dude, how can you be such a shit company that you physically cannot let someone be in a place?
How
Like,
is
And
it-
then
he was in
and
the
then they
middle of a
butchered.
lawsuit and he could not go to like the game. Like that's so insane.
they
to me.
butchered his fucking work too with Metal Gear
Right, like they released
Survive.
that stupid like zombies fucking.
Yeah.
So dumb, man. They
How's
really
that entire
ruined it.
company gonna
Like,
be
the,
greenwald?
like they're just fucking ruining everything he did just
Dude,
because just out of
they're
pettiness.
such a bad game company. Sorry, not bad
Yeah.
game.
I'm so happy he left and made his own studio.
Yeah,
Honestly.
honestly.
I don't know how like they got this bad to begin with. Is my issue.
Konami is
Where the
balls.
fuck did everything go
Shit.
wrong?
I can't name a single good thing like Konami has done.
Like they started like the Castlevania games, like the
They did
Metal Gear
Contra.
games. Like I don't get how the fuck they just became this bad. I
It's
truly
goddamn-
don't.
It's money and like aristocrats, so to say. Like obviously.
I don't
not-
even get how money would play into like not letting him finish his game and then banning him from the Game Awards.
No, there is kind of like boomer, like to put it in the best way I can, boomer logic. if you can't have it, I can't. If I can't have it, nobody can have it.
Yeah.
That's cool, but like, who gets like him being at the Game Awards? There's no benefit. If anything,
literally-
they
it's just
promoted more
petty.
of their games.
It's just
because of
petty.
pettiness.
They're flexing their muscles. They're showing the power that they have over him, and that's.
Where am I?
that
What am I
pisses me
doing?
off.
There we go.
Gold.
They were kind of like. It was an
just
odd
so
way to
fucking
flex their
ridiculous.
muscles to show that the power they have, but it just made them look like absolute pricks.
What about like Gearbox? Like I'm seeing a lot of hate on Gearbox, and I don't
What is
understand
Gearbox?
why.
It's less about Gearbox and Randy Pitchford is the problem.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I know he fired someone because like they were. I don't remember what happened. Like
What am I doing?
I think was it like the Claptrap voice actor he fucking
Yeah.
punched or something?
Hmm?
I don't know. Randy Pitchford like disagreed with someone and just fucking like assaulted them.
Also,
Wow.
the whole barely legal pornotherapy he left
Yeah,
on a
that
hard
too.
drive
Uh-huh.
in medieval times.
In medieval times? What?
Yup.
Times.
It's the funniest fucking gaming controversy ever. Randy Pitchford, head game designer at Gearbox, left a USB drive in a computer at medieval times with barely legal pornography on it. Like,
I have
like,
too
you
many
can't
questions.
make
I
it
have
up.
too many
You
questions.
can't make this shit up.
Like, you
Yeah,
just
like, I
forgot
don't-
it there. What am I
Because like I don't
Yeah,
even
what
get
is
how
this?
they're like
have to go
losing all
back
this rep.
to
Like
the cell
Borderlands
to
2 was
guide
such a good
you
game.
Because
I tried
the
that.
switcher. It was a
Oh
leather
shit, yeah, I didn't pull it. No, you're right, thank you.
How do you
Dude,
do that?
Borderlands 2 was like such a good game. Like all their DLC was loved except for
Yeah.
like one, which was like man. It wasn't even like bad though. It was just man. Like it wasn't really fun.
I mean, I
Nothing.
like their moon.
Thank you.
They made like great Half-Life ports, like great CS:GO ports. Like I don't understand like how like they sold out themselves to fucking Epic. Borderlands 3 seemed like a shit show at the
And that
start.
was all Randy Pitchford's like.
Yeah, right? That's why I'm saying, like, I don't know how one man could have fucked up that bad. I remember the fucking Borderlands 3, like, their, like, release, like, E3 release thing was just a shit show.
Yeah.
It was so bad. Like, the fucking cutscenes were playing 30 FPS.
Yeah.
Just, like, audio just wasn't working. It was just horrible. And I just don't get how they could fuck up that bad. Excuse me. They're like, I don't know, I think Gearbox is like becoming one of like the worser companies.
They are.
Yes,
A lot of
um,
companies are becoming one of the worser companies.
That's actually
Okay,
sad.
we've been talking a lot of bad. Like, what would be like some good companies?
From software, yeah.
A few
Yeah,
Kind of
other than
thousands
the
bad.
ones that we've listed. so far.
Capcom and From Software, like I said, are the only two companies I would put in like companies I genuinely think are doing good right now.
Mhm.
Honestly, I don't think Hello Games is all too bad. Like
What's
the
Hello
story behind No
Games?
Man's Skies, they were put
Oh,
under a lot of
Naughty
pressure from
Dog.
indie, so yeah.
Yeah, Naughty Dog's
Naughty Dog.
alright.
Naughty Dog.
I think Naughty Dogs have like released some like the best games.
Naughty Dog
in the
is
last,
like definitely top
15
tier
years.
with up there with From
Mhm.
Software
Yeah.
Oh,
because
well,
they
that's
take
Square
time
Enix.
into making their game. Square
Square
Enix, they're shit. I'm sorry.
They're
Square
okay.
Enix?
They make okay games, but they have really shitty practices.
Here.
Yeah. No, Square Enix has been like really fucking iffy, man.
It sucks
I
how
don't
like, the
even know.
Just Cause 4 have 3 story DLCs, but
Sorry?
like Just Cause 4, the new one that came out, not that like a couple years ago, they have a story
Yeah,
DLC for it.
That was a garbage game too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
The
okay, but
only
honestly,
The
go.
only good thing about them is that their destruction engine is like cool to
Hey,
play.
how Robbie talks in bursts. So I was gonna start talking and then he goes again.
Go.
I have my brain activates in bursts.
So
Nice.
like, fuck, what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say?
Sad.
Some about Square Enix, I'm sure.
Just
Yeah,
Cause
that's-
4.
God damn it, Robbie, you
Shitty
bastard.
practices.
Yeah,
Shitty practices.
Story deal.
No, we were talking about good companies.
that's what we were
Um,
trying to talk about.
Oh yeah, okay, thank you, Andre. I was gonna say, I know they're kind of like a meme and they get a lot of shit because they've done stupid shit for the last 10 years, but honestly, Riot Games right now is doing some good shit.
Yeah,
Is doing some what?
Valorant looks nice.
Riot Games is doing some good shit right now.
I think they're definitely like progressing very well. The one thing is like the monetization with like Eternals, I think was a bit scummy.
That was stupid, but it's like whatever. No, who
It
cares?
was one thing, yeah. For the most part, I think their shit is priced pretty fairly too.
Yeah.
Other than like a
Yeah.
couple of like random skins that shouldn't be like $20, but
I
like
got a game company that's pretty good.
What's
Shoot.
up?
Just haven't released a game in a very long time.
This guy
What
said
are they?
Neversoft.
THQ.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
what?
shit.
Wasn't the last thing they released like Saints Row?
Oh wow.
No, the last thing they released probably.
Isn't it TH Nordic now? That's their main like game part.
I have no clue.
It's called Darksiders. It looked like a pretty good game.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. Well, like I haven't. Like,
Dude,
by the
and
way,
it's-
THQ doesn't exist anymore. That's why you haven't seen any.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
THQ Nordic.
So they released what, like Darksiders, Homefront,
Yeah, I looked up THQ.
Company of
Hero
Heroes. They released a SpongeBob video game, The Battle for Bikini Bottom, guys.
They did
dude,
that?
It's getting
Oh my
remastered.
God.
Dude.
Rehydrated, sweetheart.
Rehydrated. Yeah,
Yeah.
rehydrated. Dude, so excited. Let me just say it.
On
Dude,
God, who is it?
You know all the shit they're adding to the game? They're adding
No.
stuff that they had like in the beta game that they didn't.
Yeah, I
add
know.
into the
You're
Shit looks
kidding.
dope.
Dude.
Yeah, there's like an extra
I got a
like,
cop.
sword boss that they're adding.
Oh my God.
Oh,
And the thing is, I never actually beat that game on the PS2. Like, I was just too
You're
bad at
missing
it.
out. You're
Yeah.
missing out.
beat it like last year.
So I'm gonna have to buy it, man.
I ported it on Dolphin and I beat it recently.
So
I'm-
the
What an
TH
absolutely grand game.
It was the grand game. Yeah, best open world. Best open world.
So
Dude,
for
if you scroll
THQ,
down for the required like processing stuff, it literally just says I'm ready for it.
Oh my God, I love it.
Dude, actually, a company that I actually kind of like, Obsidian. Like, I feel like they've put out some pretty good games.
That
right?
was the one
Problem
who
with
did what?
Obsidian is just I find all their games boring. I'm not gonna lie.
What did Obsidian do?
Fallout
they
New
did,
Vegas is their big thing.
Fallout New
Oh.
Vegas. They did the first South Park game.
Pillars of Eternity, didn't they? Dude?
Yeah. And then they also did like the Outer World. The Outer World just seemed not good.
I'm gonna be honest. I agree. I think like why was that game hyped up?
Because
don't
of
get
Fallout
it.
New Vegas?
Wow.
yeah.
Who's the guy that made
It
Shadow
honestly
of War?
looked like a PS2 game. Monolith made Shadow of War.
Monolith.
Monolith.
is great too.
Well,
This,
yeah.
Even though okay, here's my thing about Monolith. They did that box shit, but then they
Yeah.
admitted to their mistake and took it out of the game and refunded
Yeah,
players.
And
all
and
shit.
even now, like right now, Shadow of War is like getting like updates where they're just completely getting rid of that entire system,
Yeah.
Good.
and they're getting like everything much easier to get like in game.
That's
Which, like,
actually
I
really
can believe
nice.
is
They
a bit
owned up to
late.
their mistake.
Yeah, at
they owned up
least.
to it honestly, which I'm really glad they didn't just keep fucking going with it.
not to
That
mention
shit was
the
so fucking
games
annoying.
in Humble Bundle recently.
Sorry?
Oh yeah, so that's
Yeah.
good then.
Their Shadow of War, like whatever the newest one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Shadow of War.
Shadow of War.
Shadow of War.
This is what I mean by like companies acting like children. They can't own up to their mistakes. They're very
No,
petty
they
about
honestly
it.
can't. They never do. This is the hardest room in the fucking game, by the way.
Yeah, this
so
is
I
brutal.
will
There's
be
a
here for
lot
the-
of people.
I will be here for eternity.
Well,
I
it's
have a
only 10
question.
minutes left. Or,
Fucking
sorry,
water
5
is
minutes left.
Actually, cancer.
I just have a question about the podcast. This is like strictly video game podcast.
Yes.
No.
Yes, that's
all
what
the
the
time.
topic
Well,
we're on.
That's
No,
just the
but, like,
topic
all,
we're
like-
on,
like,
but in
forever.
Whatever
general,
you-
no.
No,
like,
no, not
we're always-
forever.
We're
That's the
always like
topic for
in like
today.
a topic and in a thought brain. You just go Apple, and it's just like hello, like how do we like?
This is
We
my
are not
first
there.
podcast.
Like, you have to understand, our old podcast, there was like 12 at least different topics because we didn't know what we were doing, really. We didn't really
Right now
think
we're
it
having
out.
like one big topic and like subtopics about that.
Okay, okay. I
So
see
the
what's
big
happening.
topic is video games.
So here's the thing. The last topic was just kind of like, what's your favorite video game? This. That's cool.
And then we went on
What's
to
your favorite
music, and then
movie?
movies, and then TV and stuff.
I got another good gaming company that's about. It could either just die, like in this next year, or
Oh.
it could just like become one of the greatest gaming companies of all time.
Which
Shoot, what's that?
CD Projekt Red.
Yeah. No.
Actually,
yeah.
Hold up, I don't know how to feel about them. Because like they did The Witcher 3, and that's a very good game and all
Yeah.
that. But I feel like there's no way that they're gonna ever live up to the hype of Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk
If
looks
Cy-
pretty good, man.
It looks good,
Keanu.
but
It
so
looks
did
like the
fucking
best-
Keanu,
Watchdogs,
man.
So did Watchdogs.
Yeah, he's actually right.
Right,
Like,
but
You can make things look good that aren't.
But CD Projekt Red has earned our trust. hundreds of
Exactly,
times in the
exactly.
past.
That's the thing. They've earned the trust for now, but I
now.
truly believe that they will never be able to live up to it. And I'm not saying that they're a bad company for it. I just think it's too big of a hype to live up to. And I
Yeah.
just don't think they will be able to.
I mean, only time will tell when it actually comes out, of
Exactly.
course. But
I think it's a
Yeah.
possibility.
I think it's a possibility.
You
that
can't
it'll be
spell
better
it
than
out.
Witcher
You
3
can't-
or as good.
you can't spell it out until it's actually out. You can't say that
I
it's
am
gonna be
glad
bad.
that they're like. I am glad that they pushed back their game.
Yeah.
They're not fucking rushing it out, and I'm really glad the steps that
That's
they're
the sign of a good company, for
Yeah.
real.
Exactly. But just because it's a good company doesn't mean that's a good video game. you
Well,
know?
yeah, I know, but you know, you have to have faith
But it
in
makes it a
them.
little
Yeah.
more promising.
Yeah, no. I definitely, I'm holding out hope for them. And
Yeah,
I think that they can definitely become like a better game company.
for sure.
Especially since they're like privately owned, I believe.
Oh yeah,
They're
are they?
not a public company.
Oh, that's good.
Which means that people like EA can't just get their hands
Yeah.
on them.
Thank God.
Which I honestly think will most likely happen in the near future. Or if like the company ever does go
Yeah. Well, that's money for you. Gotta get it somehow.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Does anyone have like any like final like things that they want to talk about before we?
Any
Fuck Epic,
final
fuck
requests?
EA, fuck Konami, fuck
No,
Hey,
no, no,
man.
we're not done yet. We're not done yet. I'm saying, like, one like big final topic
That's a good
on that.
conclusion. That's a good
That is a
conclusion.
good conclusion.
Okay, well we're gonna repeat
Gaming is
it.
going
Five,
down the
five,
shitter.
I have
Yeah,
one
gaming is
more-
definitely going down a
We
bad
need to-
route.
We need to stop supporting it.
That we have to
Hold up,
stop
hold up,
gaming.
Hold up. JJ has a thing. What's
Mhm.
up?
There's this gaming company that you guys probably won't know. It's called Spike Chun Soft.
Oh my god, I thought he said Big Chungus.
Big Chungus. Big Chungus.
He's a
And
meme
what,
on
what
Reddit.
have they done?
Yeah, what
Yes,
did
sir.
they do?
They make all the Danganronpa games.
I don't know. what
Mm.
that
I'm not
means.
familiar.
I've
Oh,
heard good
actually-
things.
You've never
Hold
made
up,
them?
I've heard of them.
I've never played them because I'm not that like I don't have any interest
Who the
in a
fuck made
visual
Persona?
novel.
I never played Persona.
Yeah,
Who
I
made
haven't played
them? Who made
I don't
Persona?
Who made it?
I think
Gotta
it's
get
Atlas
Owen.
Studios.
Atlas, okay. Cause like, I swear to God, I've never heard of them. Like they've never done anything other than Persona, have they?
I think they did Catherine, like their game that looks like Persona.
Dude, Catherine was good.
Well, thanks, Catherine.
Yeah.
That's a good game.
It's
He just doesn't answer your
It's a
question.
weird game. It's a weird game, but it's unique and it has a good story and it has charm and it has humor. It's
it's the way that Atlas is spelled is weird. AT.
It's a ATLUS.
Yeah, I'm looking at all
Atlas.
the games and I don't know any of them.
Sorry?
The King. No, it's not. I don't know any of these games.
Persona 5, Catherine, Dragon's Crown, Radiant Historia. Yeah, I don't even. These are mostly like just Japanese games.
yeah,
That's probably why
they're-
we have
they're-
it.
Makes you feel better. I'm lost.
Yeah. Yeah, probably why. Okay. I had one last thing I wanted to say.
Go for
Oh yeah.
it.
So, how do people feel about like this like Minecraft revival wave that's been
I'm
happening?
liking it.
I don't think it's.
love it.
I don't think it's
In
been
Denver and
happening. I
Oakland.
think it did happen. Honestly.
I honestly, when I play Minecraft, it's not the same game I played when I was fucking 10. That I have no actual like, I don't really have
Yeah.
fun. Like yeah, it's kind of fun to go build a shit, but it's like it's not. I don't know. It doesn't have that.
Yeah,
awe.
like I agree. You go in, you know, you build some stuff, you have some fun, maybe play like one run on survival, and then it's kind of like, okay, there's other things I could be
Well,
playing.
for me, it's like I can't even play survival anymore. It's just like it doesn't interest me at all.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean,
the
like-
update that they have or need.
And like it's updated so much where it's like it's just not even the same,
Yeah. I mean, like,
which is a good thing. Like
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
they still update it, but it's like it doesn't. It's not the game that I.
It's not Minecraft, you know, it's not Minecraft as we knew it.
I mean, like, if I could go back, like, again, I didn't game a lot as a kid, so Minecraft was the big thing for me. Like, I had a torrented version on a really old laptop that was running at like 15 frames per second, and I only used the touchpad because I didn't have an extra mouse in the house.
Okay, yeah.
But so,
Yes,
like,
I love the
nostalgia
games
too
inside.
much isn't a thing for me in that game, so I still get that feeling of awe when you build these giant creations, especially
No, yeah,
in
fair
survival.
enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, but like when it comes for like, I play it with a group, Braeden, Lacey, Thomas, and Michael on Michael's server.
Oh yeah, it can be a
Goddamn.
lot of fun on a realm or a server.
Yeah,
It can
like,
be a
there's
lot
nothing-
of fun.
Yeah, like there's nothing special about this one. It's just a Minecraft server that Michael has. Like there's no
No mods or
anything
anything,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I think just playing Minecraft with friends in general.
Yeah.
Well, playing, but then that can be said for any game, so it's not a really good
Yeah.
good argument.
Okay. So for me, like from my point of view, I used to fucking love Minecraft
Me
to the
too.
point where like I would play like mod packs and stuff with like friends.
Yeah.
So it's like my like thing of like Minecraft was never its original state to begin with.
Right.
But I think like this whole like revival wave is actually, I don't know, it really shows how like good of a game Minecraft is by the fact that it's been like, I want to say like 6-7 years, maybe more since its prime, and it's still like in the conversation, you know?
Yeah,
It's
no,
also
I
that
mean,
it's like incredibly versatile.
it's
Yeah.
very much
Like
so.
mods for it can be made easier than most games.
It's incredibly original. That's the thing about it.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right? Like no one can ever copy Minecraft.
And it also has that community behind it.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's like one of the only games where it's like its demographic didn't just hit.
Wait, what do you
teenagers
mean
or
no one
kids.
can copy Minecraft? Have you ever played Total Miner 4?
You listen
Well,
to
they
some
can't
of
do it
Exactly.
well.
They-
All right,
they-
let's be honest. They
Yeah,
can't do
Castle
it well.
Miners.
That's why there's the
And how popular is that game? Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't think so.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, me and the boys did.
We
love some
did
Castle
play. Yeah,
Miners
we did
Z.
play some
Dude.
Castle Miners Z,
Just
but
play some Trove.
You're dead
No.
too.
I hate Trove. I actually do.
But yeah, like one of the last things I want to say was that like, so for me, this whole like revival that's happened, like I think it's like really amazing. But
Yeah,
I
no.
also think that like the original game I didn't really have that much to begin with. I think mods
It didn't.
should
No,
be how the
honestly.
game goes from
No,
now on.
I agree.
I think that they should stop.
There honestly
updating-
is nothing to do in the original game.
Yeah, they should stop updating the original game, and they should
So
just
that
add
mods-
mod support.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I think that's how they should go with Minecraft from now on.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean, like,
fair.
They tried adding temples and like the underwater stuff, and it didn't work.
Didn't
Yeah.
they try
It's
to
like,
add?
I could get so much of that exact
Exactly.
same content from
Dude,
just installing
Attack of the B Team,
a mod.
to this day, an amazing mod, and it is 100 times better than
Is
regular
in the
mod.
new
yeah,
Obsidion
yeah.
version of Minecraft? You know, like whatever it's called. Is it Bedrock? Maybe it's called Minecraft Bedrock. Isn't there like a
Like
lot
Bedrock
of mod
Edition
support
and-
or something? Like they have like a
I have no
whole
idea.
thing
I've
for it.
never heard
You
of
think-
it.
you
I'm
think
pretty
about
sure they
Bedrock,
do.
Bedrock is like the same engine that they use on console.
Right.
So it's Java Edition for the PCs, and then Bedrock for Xbox.
For Xbox, you can also play Bedrock though on PC, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
No,
know why
yeah.
you'd ever want to do
Oh
that.
god.
But yeah, it's like as I was saying, like I think modded should be how Minecraft goes from now on.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
As far as how the
Stop the defaults.
plus, okay. Plus, like as far as how the revival wave happened, like unless it's like a Mario or a Zelda, a lot of adults or things like that won't buy a kids game unless it's for nostalgia. Except for Minecraft, you would say like it had a giant overlap in things.
Because there's many things you can do in it, you know?
exactly
Like you can play like a survival creative, and in creative you can make like massive structures and stuff, or like redstone. Like you can get really intricate with it, or you can just build something nice, you know?
It actually has a surprising amount of depth to it.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Not gonna lie.
That's what I'm saying. With
That's
this.
what
Like, it's one of the
keeps it
only
so
games-
relevant.
But it also has that
Yeah,
like
that-
nostalgia bait, like it's old school looking.
Dude, that's the
Exactly.
thing. I
Yeah.
think Minecraft's like the perfect combination. It has depth if you're really looking for it. It has giant community support. It has a shit ton of mods, even in the older versions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there's still a shit ton of mods. It has like a simplicity for it to like get like into like new people in. And then it has like a shit ton of servers with different plugins
Oh, yeah.
where you don't even have to download mods.
I mean,
So
that's
you
the
can just
thing.
go into a server now and get like almost a mod experience.
Mhm.
Not quite there yet, to be
Well,
honest,
there's
but like
actually
almost a mod
command
experience.
blocks
But
where
just
you
one- exactly, like command blocks and like
Yeah.
plugins can make all like mods.
Like if
almost.
you went back to Minecraft at any point in your life, you wouldn't be playing Minecraft exactly the same as you would have done it
Yeah.
No.
all that time
Honestly,
ago.
I wouldn't do it even if I was back then. I would never just play Minecraft like that. I would
Yeah,
always play
exactly.
modded.
Yeah, I didn't either really.
I still enjoy it.
I mean, I played a lot of just vanilla because we had a realm, and it was just fun building all these things, you know?
Yeah.
You know, everyone can find something fun in that game. That's why it's so popular.
Well, look at the time.
Oh, look at that.
Okay,
it's
so
it's
actually time to wrap
5:16.
up, boys.
Yeah.
okay,
Is,
so
Easton, you want to give us that conclusion again?
Great. Hold up, man. I'm talking.
Oh,
I'm
sorry,
talking.
sorry.
Thing that I wanted to talk about.
Well, you're gonna have to save it for the next
Yeah,
one. 'cause
save it
we're-
for podcast
God.
3.
Yeah.
okay. So
Okay,
Andre,
okay,
what do
so
you-
all
Write
right,
it
boys,
down.
it was a good podcast.
It
It
was
was.
a
I'd
good
say
one.
so. I'd
how
say
long?
so.
How long, James?
This was a 1 hour and 38 minutes.
It's been
That's
a good hour and like let's say 40 minutes. We're gonna round
Sure.
up.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Easton, your final last words again.
Fuck Konami, fuck Epic, fuck EA, fuck Nintendo.
All
Hey, man.
Anyone else have anything to any video game company to add to that list?
Fuck GameStop.
Yeah,
fuck
yeah,
GameStop.
yeah.
I'm
Fuck
glad we
GameStop.
made it
Anything
about
else?
10 minutes. If this is gonna be posted on YouTube because of the algorithm.
Yeah, true.
True,
smart,
true,
smart.
true, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
wonderful.
that's it. Those are
Yep.
I
final
believe
words.
so. I believe
Yeah.
so.
All right, everybody. We hope you had a.
All right, this is the Royal Rodent signing off,
Royal
man.
Rodents
Yeah, we'll
podcast
see you in
number
number 3. We'll see you in number
Number
3.
will definitely be
Yeah.
come out much sooner than the time before, like 1
We'd
and
hope.
2.
We're gonna.
We
We're,
promise.
so yeah, we're sorry for this weird upload schedule. We're gonna be right back
Yeah.
on it. 2
Yeah.
videos a day.
We're
We're
giving
hoping.
we're giving the Royal Rats
Royal
or,
Rodents.
sorry,
Rodents.
Rodents
Come on, man.
guarantee.
Yeah.
Can we make like an exit greeting, like what everybody says at the end?
Yeah, with like some cool
Augers.
dubstep and stuff at the end.
Augers.
Yeah.
I wanna make an
Pogs in the
exit.
chat,
It's like
boys,
Pogs.
and we hope you have a good day. Now
Yeah.
end it right there.
Let's
End
go
it.
with
End
that.
it. End it. End it.
End it. Oh god.
End it.